Oh, we're getting word here. One more award. I'm sorry about that. This award it's actually like kind of a medical award. It's most likely to have a heart attack or a myocardial infarction after smoking too much weed. Now this award, you have to have certain criteria. You have to be morbidly obese, you have to be sedentary, you have to be just sitting there constantly, daily, day in, day out. It's a special award. And basically you have to smoke so much weed that you will likely die from a myocardial infarction or a heart attack. And that's Brian McClay from Beyond Wednesdays. Congratulations, Brian. You don't have much longer in this mortal coil. I congratulate you on your sedentary lifestyle.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
the top talents in the comic book business are here to tell everything they know.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another Tuesday night, another Industry of Comics show. Interesting week this week for Beyond Wednesdays, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting ready for San Diego Comic-Con across the whole industry. I wish these two guys were going as well, but I don't believe they are this year. And
Sad face.
a lot of people are starting to announce all their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, all the exclusives that you can get at San Diego, toy-wise, comic-wise, memorabilia-wise, collectible-wise. It's very interesting in the world of comics right now with all that stuff. So I saw this week that our boy Clutch started releasing some of his exclusives that he's going to have at the con. And there was one that I just want to show everybody because I just saw it. And it is one of our favorite artists here at Beyond Wednesdays. And you guys probably have a good guess of who I'm going to say. Probably three people. But this one is our boy Pete Carroll, aka the Art of Carroll from the UK, and he is doing this turtle 4-cover turtle set. Look at this.
I saw that today. It's so cool.
Fucking
That's
awesome. Such a good artist. So pretty damn cool. This is going to be at Rups and Clutch's booth 1101, and like $25 each. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Limited to 500. It's in that sweet spot. And again, Pete is just continuing to show why he's one of the best artists in comics, at least in my opinion. Again, this guy, these are all, I think, acrylic painted. You can buy the original art of these, which is crazy. And he's just really, really good. Yeah.
It's so good. Like just the details on like the wrist, the hip bands on the wrist, how it adds like that 3D effect to them with the shadows slightly underneath it. So it looks like it's resting on the skin, not a part of the skin. Like those little details are just crazy. It's so good. And I love that they chose to do like a tighter in view of the turtles, not like a full body. So he really captures their personality. Like, oh my God. I saw
I'll have to 100% agree with that. I don't think it would have worked as well. I think this close up really works really, really well.
Yeah, I was low key being super jealous today when I saw that post. I was like, oh, it's so good.
So I'm sure we're gonna be talking about quite a few of these exclusives over the next couple of weeks from everybody that's going to be putting stuff out over the next month and a half. But also, I woke up to something really, really cool today, and there are bucket list moments for me personally that have happened on this show many times in the 5 years that we've been doing this now. A couple of them being, Rob Liefeld being on the channel is one of them. Absolutely a bucket list moment. Robert Kirkman being on the channel, absolute bucket list moment. There's a lot of really major. Brian Polito being on the show, bucket list moment. Like these guys that I've been a fan of all my life, as well as a lot of you guys. But this week, or today, I woke up to a post from J. Scott Campbell on IG saying, "It's time to reveal the second of my brand new Marvel Comics swimsuit covers releasing this coming weekend, July 4th at 9 a.m. Only at jscottcampbell.com. This time featuring a sultry Felicia Hardy, aka Black Cat, from the pages of Spider-Man with the amazing colors by who is this? Let me make sure I got the name right. Ula Moss. Ula Moss
So
art. and available individually as part of a mystery blind bag that may contain other rare variants. More to be revealed soon as the week continues, including the next one live Wednesday evening on Brian McClay's Beyond Wednesdays over on YouTube. Look at these. And we'll enter in Steven from Most Wanted Comics. What's up, brother? Look at these.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
We're looking at the new J. Scott Campbell cover that he showed today that he announced is going to be part of his blind bags.
Isn't Black Sand Beach in San Diego?
Yeah, look at that.
I was just telling Joe about it yesterday. We were texting back and forth, and yeah, he's already claiming like 1,000 of them. No, I was kidding. Joe, and I know y'all got a surprise for tomorrow, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
it's in Hawaii.
Pretty damn.
How much they're going to be?
The blind bags. Well, we'll find out tomorrow for sure, right?
Yeah.
He already showed. So he showed 2 of them. This is one of them, and then the Black Cat is another one, and he's got one more that he's going to reveal tomorrow night on the show. So that Mary Jane is so fucking good, dude.
Yeah. I'm glad he got. There's 3 colors he's worked prominently: Ulamas, Nia Rufino, and Sabine Rich. And I'm glad he got one of those 3 to do these covers. Sometimes if anyone else touches his stuff, I feel like it's just out there. It doesn't. Those 3 girls know how to really complement his art like perfectly.
Agreed. Absolutely agree. I love the old school Nia Rufino stuff and as well, but I love how he does the freckles on MJ. That's one of my favorite parts, right? So this will be tomorrow night, you guys. 10 p.m. Eastern. Come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. One of the bucket list moments. And if anybody is going to have a bucket list moment tomorrow night, more than anybody, it's going to be Joe. He's going to be he's got some great questions lined up for Scott. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I told him don't be salivating while he's live with y'all.
Yeah, don't embarrass me. Yeah. So again, very, very interesting, man, and it's gonna be fun. We got a lot of good questions we're gonna talk to him about, and gonna be a good show. So, big news this week. I mean, lots of big news this week, but one of the biggest stories that I think we might have talked about too early. Somebody had gotten information that it was going to happen, and we kind of said it may or may not happen on the show. And then 2 weeks later, they announced it. Absolute Batman, the animated series, getting ready to happen. DC has confirmed that they're taking Absolute Batman to animation. And I mean, pretty freaking amazing to watch DC just continue to, unintended, absolutely destroy Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
I mean, geez Louise.
And it's not just Absolute anymore. If you're not reading Dead Man, you're missing out. It's weird. It's wild.
Yeah.
The impact is just.
And I think writers want to work over there now.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, again, I keep talking about this interview that Scott Snyder did with this dude, and he kind of talks about that. When he left DC, I think it was Josh Williamson was like, "Hey, man, you should come back. Things are different now." A lot of people there that shouldn't have been there or shouldn't have been in comics had left. So anyway, they're just getting back to making comics. Just make good comics.
Yeah.
I love this image right here. It just looks dope.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So
that's so many people coming in store, and just it is insane. I had to do a reorder just on anything Absolute. Nobody cares what it is.
Yep.
As long as it has the title, Absolute Batman.
I'm
And,
completely out
same.
of. I'm completely out of trades.
Yeah.
I hope they're still in print because I need to order 10 more.
Wow.
Yeah, I
crazy.
like the fact that Scott is not only looking at just for DC, but this helps comic shops, helps online retailers, helps everybody. And that's the
Yep.
thing. It's like when everybody does well, the whole system grows. And I guess they're thinking outside the box.
Rising tide lifts
just-
all ships.
It's wild that Snyder's attached as what, showrunner and executive producer.
Yeah,
Like, that's huge. That means he's going to have
that's a
a
fat
lot
payday.
to say. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he deserves it, obviously.
Showrunner has a lot to say. Producers usually don't. Producers is a pay slot. That's where you get fat check.
Well, Dragotta too.
Executive producer, from what I understand, is just kind of you help with some money, maybe, or whatever you contributed early on.
You remember when they were doing that
Dragotta is going to
voting?
be a producer.
Remember,
I'm sorry,
Brian,
what's
when they were
that?
doing the voting for the awards for writing and art for the
Yeah.
Absolute? They should announce this prior to all the voting. 'Cause I think they would just want everything.
Well,
They would have won so much.
yeah, it's pretty ridiculous for
And-
them not to win that stuff at
Well,
all.
and I love that it's going to be an adult animated series.
Yes.
Like, that is everything.
Yeah,
everything.
animation is mainly adult watchers now, which is crazy. You know, because we all grew up with it.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
we were
there is-
joking today. Who they can get to voice act?
They announced
Absolute
it.
Batman.
They announced
I'm down.
it.
Are they?
Yeah.
You are, Sean? There you go.
Let me see it.
One of my buddies said
Voice.
Seth Rogen. I was like, don't do Seth Rogen. Come on, man.
Hell no.
Animated. Let's see.
Can you
His
imagine
cameo
Seth
in that-
Rogen?
His cameo in the terrible Supergirl movie was enough.
You know, I have not watched it. What did you think,
So
Sean?
bad.
I'm
So
I'm
bad,
hearing
dude.
I'm hearing mixed reviews.
Yeah, same. It's been 50-50.
It's so
think
bad.
of all
we
the
could
girl
do a-
dads are got something
Well,
to take their daughters to, and
we're
they're
gonna-
enjoying
we're-
it.
Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that in a little bit. So hold all that stuff for that. Let's see here. I'm trying to. I think that they announced. I think that they did announce it, but maybe I'm wrong.
They announced an actor for Batman, but I thought it was the new, and that's also, you know, this stuff gets sent out and nobody can confirm any of it.
Yeah. Maybe it was just people that like want to do it, you know, type deal.
Trying to throw our names out there.
Snyder will serve as executive producer and showrunner, while Dragotta joins as producer. So here's the thing with this news, and one of the first things that I thought about was it's kind of tough. This series has got like a big, huge monster behind it, just watching it, making sure like, and that monster is Batman the Animated Series, which is not just considered one of the greatest Batman things ever. It's considered one of the greatest things ever. You know what I mean? Like
In animation, yeah.
It holds not just animation. Like there's this documentary, and I suggest anybody go watch it. It's on YouTube. It's free. It's called The Heart of Batman, and it talks about it's a documentary on the series and how important that series was, not just to Batman and comics, but to storytelling, to animation, to the Batman mythos. It launched so many careers. Paul Dini, Bruce Timm, Kevin Conroy as Batman voice. Every time I read Batman, I hear that's whose voice in my head I hear is Kevin Conroy's Batman, Harley Quinn, that's where Harley Quinn comes from. The voice of Harley Quinn. There's a couple stories that we all remember, and the major one being the Mr. Freeze and his wife story.
Yeah.
Right? Like one of the greatest things ever written, not just superhero, but they did animation in a way that was quote unquote meant for kids, but they were writing it for adults, and not having to, they didn't have any type of, you know, they didn't have to put a PG-13 on it or anything, you know.
Right.
It was very smartly written in that way.
Well, here's the thing though. This is going to be a big departure because this is supposed to be all CG animated and not 2D is that what they call it.
Right.
Yeah.
Not traditional.
2D
So
cell shaded.
yeah, it's going to be a big departure from. I don't think it's going to have a look or feel or anything like the original animated series because I mean, just that factor alone.
Yeah. Wasn't it going to be the guy from, was it the studio or the guy from Samurai Jack who's going to.
Brandon Tartakovsky? No, I don't.
No.
No, he got announced to do something else recently, right?
Maybe that's what I'm mixing it up with, but I could have sworn it was him.
No, he got announced to do something else recently. Maybe it was another Batman storyline. I can't remember. I do so many shows that I know we talked about it. Chat will remind us.
I think it's too close for San Diego for any big announcements about this series, but probably by New York at the latest, they'll probably announce like I bet they have a panel at New York. They announce artists voice actors.
Conan, that's right.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They might even have a 10-second clip or something.
Yeah.
Just a splash.
Half-ass trailer.
Because they want to get people's take on what it looks like, you know.
Even if they just had a moving logo with some music.
Yeah. That might be what it ends up in. They'll have something. They'll have something. Yeah.
Well,
luckily I'll be in New York. So
it'll be more in line with like the Invincible animated series, Creature Commandos. I imagine that type of thing, you know, like how you're saying, not necessarily cell shaded or you know, and that old school animation. I think it'll probably like the Invincible style, if that makes sense. Almost like
just don't get James Gunn to do it. Keep him away.
Yeah, no, I want it to be dark. I don't want it to be like happy, you know.
No.
So, but
I don't want.
Isn't Batman young on the Absolute series? Isn't he? Pretty young.
He's like 20.
Yeah,
he's in his 20s.
Yeah,
so he should sound like younger but gritty.
They age him up pretty quickly, though. I mean, he's got to be mid, or because he's gone through college. He was
I was thinking like Sam Elliott voice, you know, that real deep.
Yeah. Somebody a little bit, a lot younger though.
No, it'll be a lot younger. It'll be a lot younger.
He's always in all the commercials.
Yeah.
I think he's like 20. I think he's 22, 24.
Yeah.
In the comics ish.
Fairly young, Absolute. That's good.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because they give him a big background, like working on all these skyscrapers. They don't go up in a day. So like,
and
he worked in the tunnels.
And then he worked for the crime boss for a little bit.
Yep, as muscle for the crime boss. So it's crazy because young.
The sky's the limit because they can also include Absolute Wonder Woman. You know, so they'll
make their own series
like from the beginning. You know,
like
doing all these crossovers with Batman, leading from that. So,
well, I bet we see Absolute characters in there for sure because, I mean, they could focus on, I don't know, you know, when you watch like a Spider-Man cartoon series, every issue is a different villain or character. Someone shows up. I don't know if they're going to focus on one story arc, you know,
if they just do the zoo for the first season, then he doesn't meet anybody. They might mention that there's Superman like from on the television or something, but they're pretty separate in the books until he meets Wonder Woman in 16.
Mm-hmm.
So like that would be second season, almost at the end of the second season.
Yeah. Oh, you know, this is going to have all the seasons. Like they just announced Invincible, didn't they, for another season?
They're going to ring every juicy dime.
Of course, I would too.
As long as it's good, I don't care.
Underwear, movies and everything.
I tell you, with Scott Snyder behind it, like
it should be good.
You know, I mean, I'm sure he doesn't the guy knows how to tell a great story.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters, really. I mean, of course, purists are going to bitch, go on any post about animation and people are going to bitch about Invincible. Oh, the animation sucks. Like, nobody cares, bro. Shut up.
Weren't people redoing? Oh, if they had just done this for Invincible, they had like side by sides.
Oh, I didn't see that.
They were showing like how AI could help the animation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Which, I'm sure is already being used. They use it in the programs that they use to make the animation. You know what I mean? So, somebody was just talking about that the other day. How like everybody's angry about them using AI to do it. All the programs that they use to draw, Photoshop or these drawing pads or whatever programs, Premiere, the editing, the movie studios that they use for editing, the music production things, software, they all have AI built into them that help them do their stuff, where they aren't necessarily taking it to an AI generate necessarily like a generator like we think of it,
Yeah.
So
yeah, a lot of people think when you say AI, they just think generated AI. You type in words and you get a product, and that exists for sure. But man, we don't want to go down this rabbit hole. Another show, Brian. Another show.
Yeah, right. But again, I'm thinking that this is just we all knew this type of thing was going to happen, that it was going to be animation before like a movie or a TV show. But I think that this is, again, just continued domination by DC, which is, as long as it's good, that's all we ask. And we all know that Absolute Batman is excellent. It is really good. People love it. It's fun. It's, again, I've always loved the Elseworlds Tales, what if style stories, and that's what Absolute Batman is.
People get to jump on to a Batman, and it can be their Batman, and they can tell their grandkids, "Oh, an Absolute came out. I got it right off the stand." And
yeah,
that's a thing that's been missing.
We were talking about this in the shop the other day. I don't think Absolute, it's not going anywhere like ever. But which is kind of a little bit of a problem, because the Absolute universe was created by Darkseid, you know what I mean, with his energy. And if you're reading Flash, Absolute Flash is seeing these like Omega symbols around, and he's kind of starting to figure things out. So
Legion is coming, right? And that's also, involved.
Legion looks great. Looks great.
There is, so what's very interesting, and I'm glad you brought this up, Sean, is I want to talk about the impact that it's having on sales, right? That the Absolute universe and the animated series and all this stuff is having on sales in your shops. And we all already know that people are constantly asking for Absolute stuff. Like you said, Steven, how, and Emmett, how you got to reorder the trades. And Steven, you saying that they're asking just for anything Absolute. You got people coming into sales, live sales. Oh, do you have any of this? Do you have any Absolute? I do very little amount of live sales compared to you guys. But the one question that I'm constantly getting asked, any Absolute? Any Absolute? Any Absolute? So there's this big thing that's happening where, like we said, rising tide lifts all ships, and that's what's happening with this Absolute series. Well, one of the things that people aren't realizing is the fact that the All In initiative is where this all came from, right? And it's like these two stories that are coming to a head. That was the original idea. Now, what I wonder is, if the Absolute universe has gotten so big that they're changing that thought process, because we haven't seen much, talk about that in the last year, about it converging, you know, which it's
Right.
originally that's what I thought it was supposed to do.
Yeah, that's a great question. But and Emmett can attest to this. Well, if he agrees with me, but so much of the all-in stories are just so good. I mean, they're really, really good. Every 2 years ago, I couldn't care less about reading DC stuff. No one wanted it. No one cared. It was all
Right.
Marvel, Marvel, Marvel. It's completely the opposite now.
Yeah.
Knowing Marvel stuff is, I mean, there's some good stuff out there, you know.
Mortal
but
Thor is good.
Mortal Thor's
Daredevil's good.
No, we can fight about Daredevil. Punishers.
3. You don't like 3. We'll see where. I mean,
we'll see.
It needs 10 issues at least before we can.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make it to 10, but Punisher's pretty good.
Great.
One of the X-Men titles is good, a little good.
Which one?
X-Men United is really good.
Okay.
I think it's Jed. Is Jed McKay writing the one, or is it North? There's one of them that's pretty good. Not the one where they're in the stupid mind school. That's dumb.
It's so hard to keep track. There's how many X-Men books, and it's.
I know. Uncanny is unreadable. Anyway, Wolverine's terrible. But anyway, it's all DC. The Absolution, and who would have thought Aquaman would be one of the first books I couldn't wait to read every week? Aquaman is so good. It's stupid good.
Yeah.
Like one of the top titles of DC. Scotty Young on Lobo. Like, oh my God, I could go on and on.
Superman since Superboy took over on Superman.
Oh man, I love
so good. That 39 is fantastic.
Yes, that last issue was so freaking good. I was smiling ear to ear reading it. They make fun of all the writers. They make fun of Tom King a little bit in there. He's like,
Prime Earth, man.
Oh, don't tell me I'm in a 9-panel layout. Like, I better get out of here before Tom King finds me. I was like, this is brilliant. It's so good.
But
anyway.
Go ahead, Steven.
Hey, I don't know if y'all saw, I don't know if it's true or not, but Scott Snyder mentioned possibly introducing Absolute Swamp Thing, maybe. And
I think Absolute Swamp Thing's already appeared.
You think so? Where?
Yeah, when he's breaking out of where they have
Arkham.
him, and he goes through that one that looks like the woods. Everybody thinks that was Clayface, but he says the Green.
Well, I just thought that was Ivy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see Ivy later, and she's nothing like that. She isn't the woods.
I'm gonna have to go back and read that again.
I saw.
That's the great thing about this too, is you can reread this multiple times. There's so little things,
and you keep finding more and more stuff. I love that the crossover between Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman. It wasn't just a throwaway issue. It was a 2-arc series that had a major impact on Killer Croc because he has the amulet now, and he's almost like it's kind of Hulkish because he's like fighting, turning into Killer Croc or not. But it wasn't just some throwaway. Oh, we need a cash grab. Oh, we need to have a meet. Let's do it to make some increased sales. They don't have to increase sales. They don't have to do anything for sales. They can just they're uninhibited by that.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to have a guest appearance of Wolverine like they used to in the 90s to boost sales, right?
Yeah.
It's all about just telling great stories, which is awesome. It's good for everybody.
Yeah. Lots of new readers, new people. This Saturday felt like we had a huge event, but it was just another normal day. It was awesome.
So I was going to ask you that. Oh, go ahead, Brian. Sorry.
Well, I want to talk about the dark side stuff real quick again, because you know, the catalyst to this whole absolute universe is dark side. And one of the things that I find interesting about the whole dark side thing is, and I think that they really dropped the ball on this, is dark side, the whole dark side storylines throughout DC over the years. There's so many good ones. The Quiet Darkness, the dark side storyline that happened in the Justice League series in like the early 80s, which was so great. And there's all these great dark side storylines that I feel like if because they plan on kind of doing the whole they're doing, and this will kind of help us to go into our next topic eventually, but the whole DC universe reboot in the movie world, right? And if they did, a dark side storyline, kind of like where Marvel did, the first like 6 movies was all had Thanos in the back of your mind, right? And if they did that with Darkseid and they did it correctly, who's to say that DC can't, kind of do what Marvel did in the 2000s now with their movie studios? You know what I mean? Like you need that big bad to be the big bad, the boogeyman, and Darkseid is that perfect fucking character. And the storyline's already written.
I mean, DC could do with their animated stuff what Marvel did with the movies with Thanos, right? Keep Darkseid as the big bad lurking in the background, pulling the strings behind everything for a few years, and then release, like, you could do an animated movie in theaters and just crush it,
Yeah.
Keep it rated R,
Yeah. And yeah, they do talk about the two worlds colliding at some point, but I don't think that like that collision is going to be a permanent merger, so to say. You know what I mean? I think it, like, why would you want to why would you want to permanently do that merger? That doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, they can't for lots of reasons. Just the fact that they have to keep publishing the characters to retain the IP. Like,
yeah. Yep.
And so this is a bad part about Absolute being so good is I'm trying so hard to like the regular Batman series by Fraction, right? I'm trying so hard to like it, and I can't.
They should have just continued Dark Patterns. That was a great Batman story.
Dark Patterns. It finished
a
few months ago. Matt Fraction is doing a new book. I just saw it comes out in August. I don't know if you saw that, Sean, but I mean, the art looks great, but man, I don't know. Like you said,
the Batman series.
It's a new Batman series. It's got a weird title, but I was looking as I was doing ordering, and I was like,
I'd be like, bro, just fix the current series.
Yeah, he's already getting a new series.
I mean,
they get that number 1 bump. They get that number 1
Well,
bump.
it kind of makes you wonder if the Absolute Universe keeps outselling many of like the DC's core books. Could it eventually become DC's flagship line? You know what I mean? Like,
I think it is their flag. Well, let's define what you mean by flagship. If by flagship you mean their main title that makes all the money,
yes,
they're already there, right? Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much they're going to switch over the merch, though. I don't think you'll see. I mean, I think you will see, Absolute Batman T-shirts, but I don't know if they would outsell the original Batman T-shirts.
Bro, I can't wait to see, because they've already, all the IPs, the statues are going to start rolling out of all the characters. Like,
I got Hot Toys on the way, 5 already pre-sold. I got 10 of them.
Yeah, I got to get my
and they just released the Iron Studios. It's a 1/10 scale of an Absolute. I got a couple of those.
Yeah, I can't do the 1/10. It's too small.
Yeah, some people don't have the big old space for the quarter scale.
I know.
I wouldn't believe. Pretty soon you'll see a Prime Studios, half scale, and that's going to be insane.
I want a 1-to-1 bust of all the characters.
You can 3D print it, man. You see that guy that 3D prints all the 1-to-1s,
That's too much work.
Yeah.
You got to print it. You got to paint it. It's too much work, man.
Yeah.
Just buy one.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I think the merch is totally going to start shifting. I can't wait to see, the big styling booth, the 2-story booth with all the cons that has some Absolute stuff in it. Yeah. Finally,
I wish there was I just wish there was a distributor for toys that made it easy for us. I don't want to go direct with these companies. I want to be able to pick and choose what I'm putting on my shelves. If I go direct with these guys, maybe I could say, oh, I just want those Batman, but like, I'm going to have to pay shipping if I can, whatever if they don't have free shipping. What's the margins like? And then I have to keep accounts with all these different son of a bitches instead of just one account. I don't mind paying 5% or even 10, maybe not 10%, but 8% to somebody that would have all the toys in a warehouse and ship them to me as I order them. That would be
I
great.
love that you call them all son of a bitches.
So, we are
I feel you.
We are talking about how great DC is right now and how they're just destroying everything, yada yada yada. But there's kind of like a big issue with that. And this week, this kind of happened. Supergirl braces for $100 million. I've heard $125 million loss now, which is crazy, man. With how good Superman did, and how
that's just stateside though. They don't know what it's going to do overseas, and I know that somebody came into my shop today. They said they went today at the matinee on a Tuesday, and it was packed.
I saw Hell Destroyer was at the IMAX, and there was like 5 people in there.
4 people in there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I've heard that too on the weekend, but now I heard that there's like a surge this week.
I bought a ticket an hour before the show on Saturday. I had no problem getting a ticket.
Oh, I bet.
There were 2 empty seats next to me.
But here's the thing about the worldwide stuff. It opened with 38 million domestic and 68 million worldwide. So they are already getting back the...
Oh, they dropped it. So it did better worldwide.
Yeah, it did twice as much worldwide. But still, that's a huge loss already, right? For how much it cost.
What did it cost them? 400 million? 300 million?
Let me sec here. Let's see what it cost to make. Production budget approximately 170 million. This is the cost to physically make the movie.
And there's all the marketing.
Marketing 120 million. So roughly around 300 million invested before the ancillary revenue, which is streaming, home entertainment, that type of stuff.
It'll make its money. It's just going to take a long time.
Got about a month to make their money because after Spider-Man,
it
is.
Oh yeah,
it's going to take over.
So Superman cost.
Toy Story is already going to kill him.
Oh, they already have.
I saw Toy Story. It was awesome.
Yeah, they already have.
Yeah, I heard it was great. I heard Toy Story 5 was great.
So, for comparison, Superman cost around 225 million production budget, but it grossed over 600 million worldwide. So, yeah, man. And here's the other thing. When it comes to, did you guys see it?
Yeah,
okay. I haven't yet.
All right, so I don't want to give away any spoilers. We won't give away any spoilers, but we can talk about a couple of things.
I won't remember. I won't. Yeah. I mean, I don't care if you spoil it
so bad.
Well, we're gonna talk about it. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna talk about it a little bit. So I'm glad you saw it, Sean. So one of the things that I want to talk about is it's hard to go watch a superhero movie where they don't act like superheroes in it. Right?
Ding ding ding.
Yep. Too much of her not being a badass, and we want to see her be a badass. And I guess we could say that kind of way with Superman too, but I felt like Superman, like he's already in that badass role, and that was the coolest part about it, was like we didn't have to go through that phase of him not being a badass, you know?
I'm gonna do my very best to not spoil it for people. Okay. I hate when people spoil stuff. I'm gonna do my best. Let's go deep with this, right? So, hero's journey. It's a thing that a hero goes through. It's a cyclical thing. You rise, you fall, you
rise again.
Fall again, then you rise, and you're changed through this transformation. It's a way to tell a story. It's the greatest stories that have been told through the hero's journey method, right? She doesn't have that. She's pretty much almost the same at the end as she is in the beginning. There's no redemption heroic journey for her. That's the first big problem. The second problem I have with it is the movie treats us like we're idiots. There's the power scaling is a problem. Like again, without spoiling things, we all know the dog gets.
They have to dumb her down, yeah, or not dumb her down, but depower
Well,
her and the dog,
depower
right?
her, and the dog. So we all know the dog gets shot with a dart, and she has to go find the antidote to save the dog. That's pretty much the gist of it, right?
Right.
Just fly the dog to a yellow sun in that quick of a time frame, because you're freaking Supergirl and you can fly at super speed, and your dog is also a super dog, right? So and throughout the whole movie, I kept thinking, like, use your X-ray vision. Just fly over there and grab it. Why aren't you doing this at super speed? Why? And in the very beginning, she has no powers because she's in a red sun. Something happens. She fights a dude, and she beats. Obviously, she beats this dude up. Big giant dude. She's freaking like 5'0" and weighs nothing, and she's supposed to be regular powered, and she's gonna beat up a 8-foot alien.
Yeah,
that's buff and jacked.
Yeah.
Come on, don't treat the audience like we're stupid. Like,
it's too simple of a plot. To like, they didn't put any effort behind the plot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so I could go on and on. I'm waiting for Kyle to do. Kyle will never see it. I want to do a whole rant. I did watch. I don't like a lot of his content, but Nerdrotic did a review of it, and I got to tell you, I agree with every single thing he said in that review.
Yeah,
he framed it perfectly.
I think, and this is the thing that a lot of people think about, like Nerdrotic. Shout out to Gary. I love Gary's a good dude. He's another one of those bucket list moments of him being on the channel. But his audience is very in tune for being negative on stuff. But I agree with you on. I felt like a lot of what he said. I agree with also. I think that the character development was super weak, very, like, it felt really, really weak. I think that a revenge story isn't bad. We all love revenge stories, right? Like the best, like Westerns are revenge stories, and
The Punisher.
Yeah, The Punisher, right? Yeah, Walking Dead, like the revenge stories are amazing. But this one just it didn't have the character development to make you care about a revenge story. They tried to do the whole John Wick thing with the dog, and it just
right.
Yeah, it
Can't top John Wick.
Yeah.
And then another part about it was okay, look, I'm 53. She's supposed to be what, 23. It would hurt my brain to have a conversation at depth with a 23-year-old girl at this point in my life, probably. Watching a whole movie about a 23-year-old girl that's very kind of whiny and poor me. It's just like I felt like the movie wasn't written for me, which it wasn't. I get it, but it's like they put Lobo in there for guys like me, and it was okay. Jason Momoa did what he had to do. I want a rated R Lobo movie. Like, Jason Momoa was the guy.
He was perfect. He was the best part.
He looked great. The role was perfect. The costume, the makeup, everything. His acting, spot on. I thought it was the perfect Lobo, 100%. But again, the bad guys were horrible. They were not a threat whatsoever. There's too many times where she is depowered for whatever random reason. The slow dramatic camera pans and the sad music of, is she gonna die? Oh no! Like, well, come on, man.
Have you guys read the World of Tomorrow, or is it World of Tomorrow storyline? Is that what it was?
Yes,
Woman of Tomorrow.
Woman of Tomorrow. Yeah. Have you guys read that story? Did you guys read that storyline?
Yeah. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's a good
but
time kung fu story. Yeah.
But they totally
It's
changed. They changed a major moment up that hurt the movie in the end.
Well, in the book, it's a little more serious. Am I right? Right,
Yes.
Sean? I think it's more serious.
Yeah.
There's no funny. There's no. It's
like a drama. It
But-
is a darker version of Supergirl, which is what they really wanted to do with the movie. With her drinking too much and everything. But
Well, they're telling the story of somebody that has trauma.
Yes.
Like has PTSD.
Yeah.
And at what you're saying is that at the end, she's the same person she was at the beginning, which you're correct. 100%. It's not the hero's journey, but it is a tale more for the times now, like for people to connect with. Because there's a lot of people that go through a journey that have trauma, and then at the end of it, it hasn't changed them one bit.
I guess that's true. I also kind of got the feeling that like there's so many little things that are so irritating, right? Like the way she talks down, like Superman Clark, right, is made to look like kind of a bumbling, almost like an idiot. She has no respect for him.
Right.
The opening scene, like in the trailer, the dog pisses right on the thing. It's almost like, take your dog out. What's wrong with you? You can't even wake up to take your dog out. Like she's just a piece of. Comes off as like not a likable
asshole
character in the beginning. Right. She's kind of like looks like she hasn't showered in 7 weeks. She looks gross. Her hair is always tousled up.
I like Millie Alcock. Like I don't dislike her, but I didn't like her as Supergirl. I just did not.
I liked her in House of the Dragon.
Yeah,
as a young
she was
princess
great
in there.
Yeah,
great. But Nerdrotic made a good point too. The camera didn't do her any favors. There's some points in there where I'm just kind of like, I thought she was pretty. Like it's like, whoa. That's
in the chat.
Jazzy, but
I don't know if it's true or not, but Sonic says it was written by a woman who had never done a movie before.
Yeah, that's true. What? Yeah, she was written by a movie. It was written by a woman that never had written or directed a movie. It was like she wrote some short or something. So and James Gunn again, I thought for sure James Gunn directed this. There were scenes that were like just out of Guardians of the Galaxy, right out of Superman, with the Mr. Terrific and the T-Spears and all the music playing with this camera spinning around in the slow motion. It's got James Gunn all over this movie. I'm like, of course he had all kinds of stuff to do with this movie. So anyway, missed the mark. I was not happy. And I'm a guy, I like movies. I'm very forgiving with movies. I liked Eternals, right? People hated Eternals. I liked Eternals. I like movies. I'm not hard on movies. And I did not like this at all.
Okay, so this brings me to the big question about this, though. Does this affect the comic industry, it flopping? And have you seen the effect in your guys' sales at all? I know it's really quick to add, but I feel like before the movie came out, there was some heat on Supergirl where, people were wanting to, see more Supergirl books, if that you had for sale in lives. I think you talked about it, Sean. I think, maybe Emmett or Steven also talked about how they've been.
Compact. I'm sold out of the compact. I had a reorder.
Compacts. And that's where you had the Supergirls at.
Yeah.
We could for our last 2 to 3 weeks, every show we were getting asked for Supergirl covers. You get Supergirl and Supergirl and Supergirl. DC smartly released a Supergirl movie variant. This every week had a different variant. They did a Lobo variant, a Jason Momoa variant.
The IMAX giveaway.
Yeah, they did some really cool stuff, and that it did help a lot. Now everybody's no one gives a shit about Supergirl now. We sold a few today, but it was nowhere near. Everyone's asking for Spider-Man. The other day we did a show. Well, not the other day. Again, over the last probably 5 or 6 days, every show we do. Remember, we stream at least 3 times a day. Every show, people are like, "Any Spider-Man?" yeah, what do you want? Exclusives. We have modern. We don't have a lot of old stuff because we sold it all. Anything. We'll sell anything. Oh, we'll buy anything. Okay. Putting up a bunch of, oh yeah, that Jimmy watercolor was great. Cicada. It was so good. I wish I would have ordered 1,000 more of them. Anyway, yeah, but now people are asking for Spider-Man. So I'm kind of seeing that in the Whatnot shows anyway. Just the fact that these movies are coming out, people are wanting more of those characters. So it's working for us anyway.
So is this Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So explain to me again, what's the tomato meter and what's the popcorn meter?
I think the tomato meter is the regular viewers, and the popcorn meter is the.
No, I think the regular.
It's the opposite.
Is critics.
It's the opposite. Okay.
Yeah.
Regular is
Yeah.
critic, and this is the regular people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look
So,
at the numbers. Yeah.
yeah, the regular people liking it better than the
Critics.
critics.
It's always higher with the regular people.
people.
Almost always.
Yeah,
Almost
because they
always
have these
people.
pushes. They hire people to go vote.
Yeah.
They make these pushes.
Yeah.
So
I'm still seeing decent sales in Supergirl. I didn't see a decline. I mean,
I think
I
girl
just think-
dads and girl, we'll see at Halloween, right? How many
How many
girls
Yeah.
are dressed as
Supergirl.
Supergirl?
I mean, it should be all fun, right? Going to the movie. I get it. In our department, you know, we want these to be successful because it does intertwine with all of us on here. So,
Well,
but
5 minutes after it came out, everybody was like, "It's a flop! It's a flop!
Well, of course. So if you
What
watch YouTube,
garbage!"
if you watch YouTube content creators, everything coming out is going to be a flop. Everything is a disaster. Everything
Yeah,
is set up to
it's
be
so
a failure.
negative.
All the negative algorithm.
Every single actor has said something stupid at one point in their life, and it's woke, and everyone's going to hate it. Like according to YouTube.
Right.
In this case, they were right.
well, I like to look at the comments, you know, of the people that reviewed it. And if you look at, they have the critics reviews and then they have the audience reviews, and this is funny. So critics reviews. Chicago Reader, Supergirl is watchable enough if you take movies like Justice League from 2017 as a baseline, but it's a disappointment compared to its immediate predecessor. This is from The Reveal. Still, what works here, Alcock, the emotional flashback scenes, Kara's interactions with Superman, Crypto, of course, works well enough to make Supergirl worth a look. Alcock,
Crypto was terrible.
right? Millie Alcock proves she was excellent casting as Supergirl. Alcock is good enough to carry Supergirl. Da 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 da. And then if you look at all the regular views, good movie. Liked it more than Superman. I couldn't figure out what it was about. Slow. You know, like you can see the differences in the reviews, obviously, because you know they're just regular people that are putting something down.
Hey, while you have Full Moon while you have Rotten Tomatoes up, if you could search Full Moon, all one word, Fever.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, somebody go rate that movie.
An hour and 13 minutes of Angry Santa Claus? I don't know, man.
That's right. With a baseball bat. Can't beat it.
With a baseball bat.
No ratings, 0. Not even anybody who watched it didn't even feel they had to review it.
That's cool.
Are you
man.
Hunter? Are you Hunter?
gotta get those ratings up. Let's do this.
Yeah. Go. Let's. Hey, you got to pay people to do it. That's why. Emmett,
There you
just
go.
Emmett,
throw out some
Emmett,
shekels.
where can we watch this movie at?
Look most in comics. They'll vote for you.
Yeah.
Let's see. It was on Amazon, and let me see if is it still on Amazon?
No, I can't Google it. So all I'm getting is Tom Petty's album.
Well, that's why nobody can see it.
Full Moon Fever movie. Oh, there it is.
That's
Tubi,
cool.
Apple TV, Sling, and Amazon Prime.
You wrote it and directed it, Emmett?
No, I'm just in this one. I have written and am directing a movie, but it's not done. But yeah, I'm just in this one. My
Don't
buddy
get James Gunn to do it.
No.
Internet Movie Database gave it a 4.1 out of 10 stars.
Woo! That's great.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad, man. For
an
a
indie movie, that's pretty good.
That I think that he made it for less than $5,000.
Bro, I need to make a movie for less than $5,000.
There you go.
Go, Sean. You're next.
Tubi sends checks regularly.
Hey, we've talked briefly about this. I got a trope of actresses that are willing to act.
Yeah. Mattress actors.
No, not just for real. Like, just to take off your. Okay, so you're gonna run through the jungle, and your top's gonna be ripped off by the branches, and you're gonna run in slow motion, like Baywatch for horror,
views.
right?
A million views. Million
views. I'll make $300 on the million views.
Well, speaking about movies and how easy it is to make movies, there was another movie that premiered this week, and this is a big deal for us to talk about, and that is the Stan Lee documentary that John Bolerjack did the original Kickstarter for that never got funded. And this is from the Hollywood Reporter in May.
Oh, Hollywood Reporter. Look at that.
Yeah. Stan Lee documented the final chapter lands distribution, which is interesting. I didn't know that they got distribution, but obviously they would have to do the premiere.
You make a movie and you can get distribution. They don't care. They're just aggregators. They just put it out on all these streaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't cost them anything.
Right.
It says Osmosis Global has taken the rights to Stan Lee, the final chapter, which Lee's former assistant John Bolerjack directed and edited based on hundreds of hours of footage he shot before Lee's death at age of 95 in 2018. Osmosis is now in the stages of figuring out a release plan, but first some audiences will get to see the movie June 27th at the Dances with Film Festival in Los Angeles. The final chapter made waves when its existence was unveiled in March of 2025. Bolerjack sought funds to complete it, raising nearly $85,000. He estimates the film has cost about $500,000 to produce in total, between filming costs, legal fees. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the legal fees. Yeah,
maybe legal
fees,
yeah,
and post-production.
Definitely not the filming with his phone in the car.
I'll say you can edit that in CapCut.
So, but I will say, you know, that little clip that he put out with him and Stan in the car was fucking fantastic. And this is the take that I'm gonna take on this is, I know there's a lot of backlash and feelings about John out there, from on both sides, right? Some people think that like he should have put the camera down and made calls to the police. Other people, you know, think that, you know, what he was doing was, you know, showcasing Stan when, you know, nobody else was doing anything for him, and he was at least helping him as his assistant, and he had an actual care for him. But what I think the most important is, I just want to see cool moments with Stan like this. Watch this. This is fantastic.
Did I tell you about how I discovered a new language in talking sports with cab drivers?
No.
When I used to be in New York, there was a time when I didn't follow sports. And I would take a taxi, let's say, and the cab driver, like most cab drivers then, as I got in the car, sat down, and he started going, he'd say, "Hey, what do you think of them Yanks?" I didn't know what he was referring to, but I learned how to speak a whole language without saying anything. I would say to the guy, "Man, wasn't that something?" And then he'd say, "Hey, and how about Dizzy Dean? What about that?" I'd say, "Oh, you can say that again." And I'd hit him with all these cliches, and we'd have a whole conversation, and I didn't know what the fuck we're talking about. But when I'd leave the cab, he'd usually, "Great talking with you, mister." Yeah. But I was very good at things like, You can say that again.
Yeah, I couldn't believe
you
it.
You know it, man. I guess I always was a little bit of a phony.
I think I'm getting the feeling you're trying to bail out of my seat.
Right. I can't make it. No, if this is straight, then the other part is.
Oh, let me see. No, that's perfect. That's straight.
It is.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna take your word.
I'm gonna be looking this way, and I'm just gonna hear the door open, and I'm just gonna see you running away.
Hey, you can say that again.
That was great.
All right, I love
Still
that,
had
man.
his
You know, like that's the type of stuff. Like, and I get it. That's not the point of this movie. The point of this movie is to show that, you know, he was being taken advantage of, you know, in his final years. But if we're gonna see cool moments like that as well, I want to see those moments. You know, I want to see, and of course, I also want to see like what actually happened with this guy. And for the most part, I think the guy who was kind of like his main.
So do we want to see? Do we want to see the child trafficker who has brought the girls for ice cream before they went to the island?
What are you comparing this to Epstein?
Is that another movie?
It's just yeah, it could be. But look, it's he was under abuse and trauma. That somebody was having nice moments with, like, yeah, that happens. Like you have a good meal, like hungry people eat. It just disgusts me. I don't know what else. You know, if he had like, hey, I made this police report, I called Adult Protective Services, and had videos of him going to Adult Protective Services and stuff, you know, maybe I'd enjoy that.
You know, so I haven't seen, I've heard about this. I haven't seen anything. I've had brief interactions with John. I've had little to no interactions with Stan, just getting books signed here and there. But before I make any judgment, I want to watch it, but I'll watch it through the lens of, was this all recorded by John, basically? So he owns all the clips, so he could do it. So watching it with that in mind, like, okay, this was all recorded by the same dude, right? If
So
I'm
he's
watching,
trying to give a narrative, he's trying to show a narrative, yeah.
But like, if someone's like, hey, I made a documentary about homeless people getting beat up, it's like, okay, well, what'd you do? Like, if the dude's just standing there watching someone get his ass kicked, it's kind of like, well, bro, you could have helped him, right? But again, it's hard to pass judgment because when you're with it, when something is happening and everyone is doing it, it's almost like when in Rome. I'm not justifying anything at all, right? Let me disclose that first.
And then we have Epstein Island. When in Rome.
If Stan has his wits about him, and like in that clip, he seemed very cognizant. He seemed like he knew what was happening, but then again, he had trouble keeping his seatbelt on. So did he have all of his, you know, facilities about him?
And he was talking about something. Did you hear what player? He didn't say Derek Jeter. He didn't say Aaron Judge. He said Dizzy Dean.
Well, yeah, he was talking about that was the time period when he was doing that.
Yeah, when he was.
Well, people who have don't have new memories. They only have the really old memories. Right?
Yeah, maybe. I see what you're saying. But he was talking about that time in his life when he came out there. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, he was a New York City kid.
I want to see it before I pass judgment on anybody. I know that the other dude was a total turd and he's in prison.
He's in prison, yeah.
So,
yeah, but at the same time, a lot of people worked with that guy. A lot of people worked with that guy to get autographs.
Guy, I would use this film.
Yeah,
I would use this film to get myself out of jail. So look at this.
So the question
having
is,
a great time.
The question is, if we hold Bolerjack accountable for it, what about all the retailers that knew? I'm not saying that you knew that, Sean, but there was definitely a lot of retailers that knew Stan was being taken advantage of that still got their autographs. and still
So
sold
look, I'll
those
say-
autographed books.
So I'll say this: I was at the last time Stan ever signed publicly. It was at New Orleans Fan Expo a few years back. And I've been to many Stanley signings. I've had many books signed by Stan. Well, many, maybe 60, 70, nowhere near as many as some people, but enough. I waited in those lines, and I've literally seen somebody, Stan would put the pen down, and somebody almost had to help him move his hand.
Yep, we heard a
in
lot
that
of those
motion.
horror stories. Yeah,
And then somebody would lift his hand up, they slide the next book underneath, they put his hand down, and then he does. And they keep some books off to the side. Okay, now we'll do the red pen. They take the pen out. It's almost like he's like, you can't even see his eyes because his head's down.
yeah,
And there were thousands of people that were still waiting in line that just wanted their book signed.
yep,
He could have been a corpse it seems like it sometimes, where they just rolled him out, put a pen in his hand, had somebody lift it up, they slide the next book underneath, do this.
Like Weekend at Bernie's.
Next
yeah,
book. Yeah,
totally.
every time every one of these, every time it's up and down, it's $100, $100, $100, $100, right? So we can all shit on Bolerjack as much as you want to, but like you said, Brian, there were fans, retailers,
Yep.
thousands of people in these lines.
And how many of those Stanley autographs get resold, right? Is it, the vast majority of those autographs were done during that time period. Now, is that still considered a blood diamond? And if you're a retailer and you sell those autographs in a resale that you got in a collection, should you be held and taken to task for that? Like, there's all these questions that can be asked, and you're
equating I get you're being a devil, but you're equating a book acquired in a collection, not knowing when it was signed, to a guy that was with him every day videotaping it.
Yeah. There is a difference there. And
there's a lot of distance.
Yeah. And remember, it wasn't just Stan that went to these cons. He had an entire rolling, I don't want to say a carnival, but he had a gigantic
family
that would go with him.
Yeah, his
with
daughter.
All this they were doing his own exclusives in his name.
His own con.
With Marvel. Yeah, his own mini con. He would have tons of pre-signed stuff, pops, Captain America shields, anything you can think of. He had pre-signed stuff there. And he would make so much money for these guys. That's obviously why what happened to him,
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody was a little bit culpable. Like no retailer is calling adult services. No fan is like, was Stan sleeping when he signed my book? There's none of that. So,
Yeah.
But there is a difference, like Emmett said. Nobody was with him.
This could go either way for him, and for me, I don't care. I'm not gonna fund it in any way, shape, or form, or approve of it. Some people say I'm righteous. The other explanation is that I'm an asshole. So there's so many people in this world that aren't famous that are abused, and nobody says anything about it. It's amazing that it went on, and somebody with that much, that much notoriety.
You weren't allowed to film them in line. You couldn't, it wasn't.
I guess unless you're Bolerjack,
you couldn't do anything.
Hundreds of hours.
They didn't want you shaking his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it said over 100 hours, right? That he then made into an hour and how long? An hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes.
That's a great question.
I was fortunate enough to meet him a few times. My favorite story with Stan was I was in line and I didn't know which book. I hadn't decided which book I wanted him to sign. And I was like, man, what book? I'm about to walk up. I don't even know what he's going to sign. So I said, you know what? Screw it. He's gonna sign my first print of Black Panther. It's an awesome condition, great book. I know it was one of his favorite characters that he created during the whole era in the '60s and stuff. So I set it down. I said, "Hey Stan, how you doing?" So I went to shake his hand. They're like, "Oh no, can't shake his hand." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." So he goes, "Oh, first print of Black Panther is one of my favorites," and they give him a pin. I was just so shocked and excited to see him. I didn't pay attention to what color pen they gave him. They gave him a black marker, which we all know that cover is pretty much all black on
Yeah,
it.
what the hell?
Yeah.
And so he signs it, and he's like, "Oh, what the hell?" He's like, "Hey, it's the wrong marker." So his helper gave him a correct one, a silver one. He signs it again right above it. He goes, "Oh, look at that! You got 2 autographs on the book." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so awesome!" And I shook his hand, and you weren't supposed to, but I did it anyways. I don't care. And my wife took
good
a
for you.
picture, me shaking his hand, and it was so awesome. He was like, "Look at that, man! Now," he's like, "You definitely got to keep it," which I still have here, and locked away. So that's sentimental thing, you know. And
Yeah.
little did I know that all this was going on behind the scenes. But now you see it, and you're like, "Really, man? Like, comics and all this stuff's supposed to be fun."
Well, it was
right?
even worse than
Oh.
that, and that's what I want. Like you said, Sean, I haven't seen it yet, and I do want to see it to then give my final take on it. But there was shit going on where even when he wasn't signing, he was upstairs in a hotel room signing thousands of items.
I was just going to say that. So when he goes to these cons, they have guarantees, right? Like, okay, we'll guarantee him $100,000 to show up here,
Yeah.
but he needs to sign X amount because they pre-sell tickets to the SIGs and blah, blah, blah. Everybody's got to make their money. When Stan's old as dirt and he can only sit and sign for 2 hours at a time and the line's long as crap, they have no choice but to take books, bring him up to his hotel, have him sign them up there. And who knows what happened behind closed doors. Hopefully, maybe Bolerjack will show some of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see.
Auto pen?
That was only Joe Biden, according to Trump, right? No, I don't know. I want to see it. I will watch it when it comes out, wherever it is. I don't necessarily want to pay for it, but
Well,
I do want to see it.
Here's what is interesting. They are going to, it looks like they're going to be doing a screening at San Diego. So I'm going to do my best, try and get to it, to see it there. But I don't know.
why he didn't have his premiere there. That would have been a much bigger splash.
Yeah. San Diego screening, more info soon, it says. So,
I agree with Awesome Sauce. We are a little all responsible, but obviously some people are a lot more responsible than others. I wasn't in a position to do anything about it. Some people were. And
well, what if,
as we all know, with great power comes great responsibility, right?
I wonder how many people called and said, hey, they saw Stan being, like you said, Sean, he's falling asleep at the signing. They're holding his hand while he's signing. If somebody called and, like you said, adult services or the police and said, hey, I witnessed some really interesting things here that did not look good. I mean, like, how many people called and said anything? That type of deal.
Yeah.
Probably no one, because everybody was making money.
Yep. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
And it's gonna happen.
I never
again
got
at
to
some
see.
point.
I in the end, I didn't hear. Believe it or not, I didn't hear about it until after he had passed. So, I mean,
Same
people
here.
were keeping it quiet.
Yeah, there was a while there where if Stanley wasn't at a con, it wasn't even a con. Like, what's the point of going? But then again, I can kind of contradict myself. People would be happy if Stan wasn't at a con because he would take all the money.
All the business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, there'd be many times where people go up to the booth and like, oh, I'd love to get this, but I just spent all my money on Stan Lee. Oh,
yeah.
5 things signed is $500.
I have one Stan Lee signed item. It is from the, I think, late 70s. It has a Marvel COA. It is 3 cells from the cartoon, and he signed it. The only thing is, I'm not sure whether he signed it because they're wrapped in plastic, and it's been a while since I looked at it. It's in the gun safe, so it's like he might have signed the plastic even. I don't know.
I got 4 things signed by Stan. I'm looking at them right now. I got Hulk 2, 3, and 4, all signed by Stan, CGC graded, and I got a 7 times signed Hulk 340, 9.8 with Stan and a bunch of other dudes on it.
Yeah,
but I've had all kinds of stuff signed by him. Again, we'll see. I mean, again, I'm going to reserve judgment until I watch it, fully reserve judgment, because I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic, but very skeptical at the same time,
Yeah, I got him to sign my book that was signed by Jack Kirby. So he saw it, looked at me. He's like, didn't say anything, but you can tell it's like, the king of the comics, and already on there. And Jack Kirby always signed on the first page. He really didn't sign on the front cover. So I opened it and I said, hey, look, I got this already signed by Kirby, and he signed it in the front. So it's pretty cool.
Well, back in the day, that's what they did, right? They signed it.
Yeah.
You didn't want to ruin the cover art, ruin the comic.
Artists didn't want to sign it. Didn't want to ruin their cover, man.
They'd be appalled now to see some of these big ass, Dragotta signature giant over the front of the cover. They'd be like, what are you doing?
I got a great Dragotta auto on East West, and he did the character. He had this way of drawing the character with 7 lines. So he it's a sketch cover. It's fucking beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nice.
All right. I'm just grabbing an image real quick before I talk about this next story. Have you guys read is the new Comics the Magazine out?
It is.
I don't know.
Number 5?
I don't buy it anymore.
I got a copy I can go grab.
Yeah, can you grab one? Because I want
to. Steve's holding it up.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
can you show the back?
I'll grab it just for you, Brian.
Okay. All right. Let me see here. I'll show a picture here. So,
I didn't know I was on.
No, you're okay. So basically, this is a new series or a new magazine put out that we've talked about a couple of times, where they're basically kind of trying to fill the hole left when Wizard quit printing, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to do almost like this is what's coming, this is what's hot, these are the hottest artists, the hottest writers, the hottest books, back issues, this and that. And the first couple issues actually had some decent legs on them. They did, for those of you guys that might not know, they did a variant. Yeah, they did variant covers for them too, which was very smart for retailer exclusive variants, and they're comic book sized, which is even smarter. I felt like that was probably the smartest thing that they did, was to make them comic book size. And I kind of, it was funny because one of the main publishers on this is Adam Freeman, and I went and did Adam Freeman's podcast, and we talked about it, and I told him, I said, man, you guys got some big fucking brass balls to decide to go back into print again for a magazine, Wizard-like magazine, when most people get that fill from content creators or social media accounts. That's kind of, doing the whole Wizard thing. I feel like that's kind of like what Beyond Wednesdays is. We're kind of the new Wizard in a way. And I said, I'll give you credit, but I also feel like it's a dumb move to get back into print these days. And he said, yeah, well, we'll see. And I felt like, Yeah, I feel like they're doing a great job. I don't know, and you guys can tell me, Sean and Steven, if they have less advertisements, because the first couple issues were very obviously they have to pay for it, with advertisements in a major way. And it was just advertisement heavy. And I understand that. I don't know if it feels like the advertisements have gotten less.
It does. It does. It feels like it's gotten less. The problem with a book like this is I got two problems. One is I don't know, like, for example, in the back section, it has our top picks. I'm looking at these pages of like our top picks in comics, right? Terminals on there and 100 bullets and mutts, I guess. It just makes me wonder, like, is this a paid section or did they legitimately pick these books? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It makes me wonder. So and it doesn't say anywhere paid advertisement. So somebody's legitimately picking these books. But I also want to know, like, our top pick. Okay, who's the our? Like, right. who picked Minotaur number one?
That's a good.
Can you show
idea.
that
I think
that page?
Probably, yeah.
Sean?
So I think what it could probably be is,
like, Terminal, Mutts.
Yeah.
Confederacy of Dunces, operate. I wouldn't have picked. I mean, Terminal maybe, but again, did they read all of these?
This one here.
Oh, that's a problem. I'm gonna get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely get to that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting to that. Don't you worry, my friend.
So, I mean, look at it on here. I mean,
but I just
top artist,
like the pics of the comics, like the pics of the comics, like who?
How are they picking them? Yeah.
How are they picked?
It could probably be like how many shops are being like how many books of theirs are being purchased. Like that's probably the easiest way.
He does have a little bit of access to some point of sale data from what is it?
Comics Pro.
Hub.
Yeah.
Comics Pro. No, not Comics Pro.
Well, they don't. Comics Hub gives that information to Comics Pro, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think so, but Adam's a big. I mean, I gotta ask Adam. I'm gonna speak for the dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then when you get to the very end, when it has like he just showed top 10 cover artist, top 10 interior artist. I look at this, or like top 10 titles, top 10 publishers. I mean, number one is okay. Just small example.
Oh, it tells you right here where it's from at the very bottom, right, Brian?
So on that part, yeah.
What does it say?
Power rankings. Yeah, well, it says it's based on pre-orders and subscription data from over 60,000 consumers across more than 500 comic shops. So basically, they're just pulling it from sales data from these stores.
Managed Comics and Comic Shop Assistant POS systems.
Yeah, so Managed Comics is they're basically just picking the top books.
So every store exclusive. Everybody who bought 5 books of one kind gets 5 votes. That's like voting 5 times.
Well, I guess, yeah, maybe. I don't think store exclusives has a big part of that because a lot of these 500 stores.
500 stores have 60,000 customers, or they sell 60,000 books.
It says from over 60,000 consumers across more than 500 shops. So if we want to average that out, 60,000 divided by
12,000.
Yeah, there you go. So each store on average has 12,000 people. Wow. I wish I had 12,000 customers.
Or is it 1,200? Maybe it's 1,200. Still, that's a lot. That's still a lot for a pull box.
So here's
ultimately the way we can find out.
Ultimately, we're going to have the guys on. I'm going to reach out to them to get them on to talk about this. But I thought that it is kind of interesting that I felt like in the first couple issues, I felt like they were still pretty disconnected, right?
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And the reason why is because I did look at some of those like top artists, top writers, hot books, and I felt like there were some changes that they probably need to make to help them in the future of being more like a wizard. And some of those changes were, the main one was, I feel like they don't understand the the secondary market flipper world. They don't understand that at all. And it was very evident when we look at the top artist lists or top books lists, and you don't see Mark Spears on the list, right? Especially when those first issues came out and he was selling 350,000 blind bags, you know what I mean, in 2 months. And then
it was funny, he's not even on here, but his art is on the front.
Exactly. And this whole, but here's the thing. With this issue, I felt like they might have heard those complaints. And that's a good thing because they did make some changes. What is this issue about? It's all about Mark and it's all about Sveta Shubina, right? There's a big, huge play in here from with Sveta, as you guys can see here, the next big thing. And it's got the Halloween trio on it. This is the image that was actually a exclusive retailer variant for the first issue, which was I don't even think they knew who Sveta was at that point. They just said, "Oh yeah, you can put that image on the cover if you want to pay for it," you know. So they have this in here, and then I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it would be interesting. I don't know, like, where
we got John Cusack's making a book.
Yeah.
Well, so not to derail this real quick, but what's interesting is right in the middle of it, it goes from glossy to newsprint.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because that has to be, I mean, separately printed and then collated. I've never, I mean, in my experience, I've never had a book that's glossy and then went to newsprint and then back to glossy again.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
unique.
I bought a lot of #1 because they were super, super cheap. And I gave all my subscribers one for free. And I have not sold one. And it's got absolute Batman on the cover.
I sold out. We got like 4 or 5 bundles. They're all gone.
We
I
sold
still
over
have
200 copies.
I still have 2 bundles.
Buy from me at cost.
Kevin says they are printing monthly and hot artists can change week to week. Those lists are tough to maintain and be accurate since they are automatically delayed due to printing schedules. I disagree with that. I think it's very easy to tell the hottest artists and the hottest writers in comics.
But here's
you can tell last month's. You can tell last month's. You can't speak into the future.
So look, guys, this is super easy to figure out. When you look at the list, right? Perfect example. Top 10 interior artist. Number 8. Let me find it. Number 8 is Jim Lee. Why is Jim Lee number 8?
He shouldn't be on the list.
Why is he even on the list?
He shouldn't even be on the list.
He hasn't done interiors in 20 years. Except for Hush.
Because look where they're doing their data from. They're taking their data just from sales from those 60,000 customers from 500 stores, which is 120 per, by the way, which is much more feasible. But still, Jim Lee's on there just for one issue, just Hush. That's it. So he's a hot artist, for this 5 seconds because Hush happened to come out this month and the next one isn't going to come out for another 4 months.
Hush was backed up for like 5 months.
Yeah.
He should never hit a top 10 list. And but here's another thing that's
not
cool about
right
this,
now.
Is they're asking right here. They're like, "Hey, how do you feel about our top 10 list? We want your opinion. If you think our list sucks, send us your opinion." So that's pretty cool of them that they're asking for people's opinions for sure.
Exactly.
That's very cool.
That's what I think
run down
is good.
the top 10 interior artists?
Sure. Here, I'll even just put it up.
And we'll thumbs up this. Just go ahead and run it down. We'll thumbs up it.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Spoiler alert, because this comes out in an hour and a half on the East Coast, I guess.
Yeah.
Midnight release.
Yeah. Dragotta, interior artist, because Absolute Batman. Javier Rodriguez, for some reason, Martian Manhunter. That doesn't sell for shit for me. I'd be shocked that that's that good. Like,
sells well for me, but
maybe not number 2.
It's probably that and Flash might be the worst of the absolutes.
Dude, Martian Manhunter, in my opinion, it's unreadable. Anyway, Raphael Albuquerque from Absolute Green Arrow. That's number
Pretty
3.
I don't know about
Number
3,
4.
but he's good.
4, Ryan Sook from Batman, regular Batman.
Dan Morris should have
Interiors.
been number 2. Period.
Hayden Sherman, Absolute Wonder Woman. That should have been number 2 or 3.
2 or
Yep.
Hayden
3.
Sherman
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Yep.
Rafa Sandoval, because Absolute Superman. Are you seeing the trend here? It's just all the top 10 selling books. They're just putting the artists in there. Number 7 is Netho Diaz.
Neto Diaz.
I don't know.
Neto Diaz.
It's a
what's he
picture of
working?
Psylocke on the book.
He's a good artist, but I
Maybe.
don't know if he's the best one of the best interior artists.
Number 8's Jim Lee, which is weird.
Where's Dan Mora?
Number 9 is
number 10.
Number 9 is Scott Williams.
He's
Where's
an
Scott
inker.
Williams drawn lately? Yeah, I don't get it. And number 10 is Dan Mora.
Dan
Number
Mora should have
10,
been 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And there are some fantastic.
What about cover artists? Go over
interiors.
cover artists. Now, the cover artist should be much different than that, right?
Okay, well, let's just see. Let's check out that theory, Brian. Dragotta, same as interior.
Oh, no.
Rodriguez, same as interior.
They're both good, but the cover artists?
Dragotta's a great
Cover
cover artist. Killer. All his covers
Dragotta is.
always sell well.
But
Yeah.
number 1?
Well, it's because of Absolute Batman.
I don't think he should be number 1, but he should be up there. He's good. He's good for being on the list.
Agreed.
I don't consider them cover artists. He's the guy. He's the interior artist
agree with-
doing the
He
cover.
does a ton of cover. He does a ton of just covers.
He does do the covers.
He always
Yeah.
does the cover
Mostly
A
like-
for Absolute Batman,
Yeah.
which is great. I love when the interior artist should
A
always
or
do the cover A, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yes, correct.
Number 3, I agree with David Nakayama.
Yes. Agree.
Number
His color
4,
blocks.
Jorge Jimenez. Number 4.
I don't. I think you can argue him. You can argue him.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
5 is Dan Mora.
yeah.
I'm okay with that. 6 is Jim Lee.
No.
No,
No. Not right now.
no.
7, Hayden Sherman.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
but he's not.
But,
Disagree.
but again,
He's not a. He's not a
yeah.
true cover. He's not a cover
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
his interiors are some of the best
Phenomenal.
that have been published in recent,
I don't think he's a
Memory
great
might be-
cover guy.
but he's not a great cover guy. Number 8, Rafa Sandoval. That's Absolute Superman interior guy.
No, I don't think he's.
And those
the
covers
top
are not
10.
phenomenal.
No.
Yeah.
You know,
Where's Quintana?
Yeah.
I don't.
Where's
well,
Mark Spears?
I mean, I'm not a fan, but he's
Where's Jenny
unbelievable.
Frizen? Is Jenny Frizen in there?
Frizen?
No
well, number
Frizen?
9 is Scott Williams. Yeah,
I didn't even see Campbell on here.
Where's
what the heck?
Where's Scotty
Campbell?
Young?
Yeah, Campbell, Scotty Young.
Ryan.
So let's talk about who should be the top 10. Let's talk about this. And we're not going to say in order, but let's say it. Mark Spears, J. Scott Campbell, Dragotta, right? Quintana, Nakayama, Frizen,
Hughes. Hughes is
Hughes.
doing covers again,
Hughes. Yeah, he's doing covers again.
and they're good.
Yeah.
Jonathan, well, I would say Wayshack, but he's not doing that much right now.
Yeah,
he should.
doing-
He could. You could argue
doing
him
some
being on the
racial
list. Yeah, Clay and
He's
Seth
doing
Mann. Clay and Seth Mann. Peach.
Peach hasn't
yeah,
done
as far as
much.
sales
Oh
last
yeah,
couple
Peach
months.
has killed it recently. She's killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a new one out with the challenges of Doom.
Bermejo. Lee Bermejo.
Yeah.
Bermejo with his ASM
Ito.
Barons.
series.
Daniel Warren
Barons.
Johnson. Talavera.
Yeah, those covers. What do they call? What's on the back of that? What's that called again? It's the Amazing
Visions. Amazing Visions.
Amazing Visions.
The Amazing
Yes.
Visions.
Is that her
cover.
work? Let me
No,
put my
no,
phone
that's
down.
not Peach's
That's
work. That's
Bermejo.
Bermejo's work.
Oh, but yeah, Bermejo's almost
Brett
phenomenal. I'm not
Bean.
wearing
I don't know
oh,
about
fuck,
Brett
my
Bean.
glasses.
Brett Bean should be on the interior artist one though.
Dude, dork sales crush for us, dude. Why is
Yeah.
Brett Bean nowhere on this? Even as a
At least
lunatic
in
writer,
interior.
Yeah,
he's
What about-
not even on the
And-
writer list.
and they're up to issue 5, so like, there's no excuse for missing out on them because it like
Kari
it's not
Andrews,
like it's
thank
first.
you.
Godtail,
Yeah,
Chuma Hill,
fucking A. Mike,
Kari
Mike,
Andrews.
Mike,
Red
who?
Hood.
Mike,
Got
who?
one of these in
Shikari.
your box, Red Hood. J. Scott Campbell.
Yeah, we
releasing
said
that
J.
now.
Scott Campbell,
Yeah.
Shikari,
J. Scott Campbell.
Bolerjack. Like this is the world of cover artists, and if you want to go by sales, half of those artists that we said lead the top 10 list every week because of their covers.
Kirkham. Yeah.
But here's the problem with
Kevin
their
with
system.
Tyler
Mark
They're
Brooks.
they're only pulling from sales from stores.
Yes.
That's the problem with their list.
Yeah.
Is they're not pulling.
Also, the Punisher covers have been pretty good.
And someone wants to be like, oh, you shouldn't count store exclusives. My response will be, fuck you.
That's what
Every store
covers.
exclusive
That's the
is
reason.
at least 3,000 to 5,000 copies sold of a retailer that hosts an exclusive is just sold 5,000 copies of that.
Sveta should be could be argued to be on the list. You know.
Did you guys see the Perillo for Dead Man for tomorrow?
Yes.
Perillo, yeah.
Perillo. I'm sorry, I always say it wrong.
It's okay. That's okay.
Phenomenal. Oh my God, it's so good.
There's a glow in the dark cover for it. It looks pretty sweet.
North, what's his name? North. He's been writing some phenomenal stuff.
Let's talk about writers. Who are the writers?
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's so many
writers. Well, Dennis Camp is number one for
I
some
don't like
reason.
Dennis Camp, but I understand why he's on the list. Assorted Crisis Events is every darling's. It's darling.
But that book is terrible. The book that he is writing something really good. It's
Absolute Martian Manhunter.
No, there's a different one. It's
I don't like Martian Manhunter. I think it's terrible.
It's a Vertigo book.
It's for a particular group of people.
DC
it
Vertigo
sells
book,
really well
right?
for me.
Yeah, it's a Vertigo book.
Brutal Dark.
No,
not that one. Bleeding Hearts with the weird art.
Well, Bleeding Hearts.
Bleeding Hearts.
Super good.
Yeah, that's a good book. That's a really good book.
That's fantastic.
Why is Tynan on the list?
Well, let's look. So number one is Camp, two is Snyder. Snyder should be number one.
Yep.
Period.
Both those. Yeah, Snyder should be
time, no
number
matter
one.
what.
Period. Joshua Williamson should be.
Kirkman is 3. He should be number 2.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Depending on what he's writing that week.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Williams should be a firm number 3, but number 4 is Joe Kelly. I don't even know why.
Yeah.
I can't think of what he's writing.
Pass.
James Tynion.
Yes.
For Exquisite Corpses, maybe.
Yeah. He's not just Exquisite Corpses. He's got like 5 different books that he's writing. That are
Stick Take and some other
Odin
stuff.
has done really well.
Yeah. But Odin is mostly Marguerite Bennett.
World Tree.
Jed McKay is number 6.
World Tree has really fallen off. It was great in the first 4 issues. It's kind of
it's a weird
sadly.
story. So Jed McKay is number 6.
You can argue him.
The other thing is, why don't they put the fucking book they're on? Does it just say their name?
It's just a name. You know, I'm kind of glad it has a name, but they should put the titles. I agree with you that they're writing.
Currently writing. That they're currently writing. Yes.
Yeah. Ryan North, great choice. He's probably one of the stars over at Marvel. I love everything that Ryan North is doing. He does a lot of the Doom Quest. I think he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Quest.
I thought Doom Quest was terrible. I thought it's been terrible. Really? Yeah.
Oh, when he winds up on the Titanic and then he has to find his way out, and you're in his. Oh, I love that issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan North.
It's Groundhog Day. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a twist on kind of the Day After Tomorrow, Groundhog's Day, and you get a view into Doom's psyche. Oh my god, I thought it was pretty fun. Anyway, so then 7 is Ryan North, 8's Joshua Williams. Joshua Williams should be like number 1 or 3. Like he should be.
Yeah,
way
Joshua
up there.
Williamson, fucking A.
Yeah, he's writing
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, Transformers. Well, he's not writing Transformers anymore. Sorry, that's Kirkman. But yeah, absolute. There's so much that Williamson is writing. Jason Aaron is number 9. I think he's just on Absolute Superman right now.
Yeah, it's a Superman.
Yeah.
I don't think anything else is writing.
He was on Turtles too. Yeah, but is Stephanie Phillips on there?
No, thank God. Sorry. Daredevil's not going to get her there.
Who else?
In my opinion. No, the last one is Pornsack for Green Arrow.
Green Arrow. What?
There's only 2 issues out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think
not yet.
Again, the problem with the list, guys, the list is coming strictly from sales.
And that's the problem.
Really picking them.
I don't mind having that data there, but they also need to get data from people like in our sector, right? They need to reach out to people like me, Swaggle House, Mr. Longshort, Stein, like these people that keep an eye on what people are buying, what are the hot books, and most of the hot books are sold because of cover artists, so that would help immensely in that.
And how about people that just honestly review books?
That's my next thing. Yes.
I'm going to use your favorite word here. People that aren't just shills for the company.
Yes.
They're going to give everything a positive review because they sent them a free copy, and they're going to give them a blowy for how great their book is. People that give honest reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Myself and Kyle, we take great pride in calling a spade a spade. If something is shitty, we're going to call it out. Even if I got a stack of them, I've done it before. I'm like, I ordered this book a ton. I thought it was going to be great. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Right.
Yeah.
But you need people that actually read comics.
Was it Essentia?
Yeah, Essentia.
That's
John
unbelievable. Oh, those covers were so good. So many of them. Not every single one, but so many of them.
Sienkiewicz is killing those covers on that. Dead Samurai.
Insides of those books are garbage.
Dead Samurai, great covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, those covers are good. Some of them, It'd
be cool to add at the end price guide. Put a little price guide in there.
But that's garbage though. Also, and again, I don't want to shit on who does the price guide at the end? Long boxed or short boxed?
Overstreet too.
Is it Overstreet that has the price guide at the end? No, who has the little price guide at the end of the comics magazine?
Oh, it used to be Wizard.
No,
Wizard.
No, in Comics the Magazine, the book you guys have, who does the little price guide at the back?
There's a price guide?
Yeah, there's a little 3-page
it just shows must read and stuff like that.
They don't have a little price guide that says these are the most selling books. And they were at the first couple issues, they were getting that information from Shortboxed. Now, here's what they need to do. They need to reach out to Cover Price, in my opinion, who aggregates all that data and does it the best, right? I think Cover Price does the best at keeping update on pricing, whereas Key Collector does a really good job at telling you the list of books that you should be looking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that if they went to Cover Price and said, hey, we want to give you this amount of money and advertisement in the magazine for you to come up with a monthly top 10 list, aggregate all your data monthly and give us that list for the top 10, and or the top 50 or top 100 selling books that last month. That's what they should do. Utilize Cover Price.
The problem is they can't get the numbers from Amazon, and they can't get the numbers from Walmart. They can't get the numbers from Hip Comic. They can't get there's so much.
Well, you don't know that.
Everybody's just doing eBay.
You don't know that they can't get the numbers from Hip Comic.
Well, maybe Hip Comic, but there's a lot of, because I know there's a lot of sales on Amazon that are not getting registered with any of these sales.
Pricing.
You're never going to be able. Well, I like your point, Emmett, because if you're trying to gather sales data, go after the biggest sales data. And we'll take what we can get, but at the same time,
I mean, eBay is probably the largest, but there is a lot of Amazon.
I am very skeptical of this Martian Manhunter being number 2 for the writer and the interior and all this crap, because if I order 3 copies, I will sell 1 of, and that's just me. I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm also on Whatnot 5 hours a day combined with eBay Live probably. And nobody asks, do you have Martian Manhunter? Nobody asks. Nobody.
Full box. We have about 50 down for Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, and I sell 15, which is huge for my shop.
Yeah. So compared to, those are way more solid.
Any Marvel title? My most Marvel title is 2.
There's a way more gooder numbers than I thought they would be from both you guys. I'm surprised. Color
Manhunters, we got about 50 on pull box, and we keep 10 for the shelf, and we'll sell out.
So not to ask you all your personal sales data, but what's that in compared to, I don't know, let's say Flash, Absolute Flash. That's kind of a lower title too.
It's
or
way
or
beyond
Batman.
Flash. Flash,
So,
I'm doing 6.
Yeah, Flash is
Batman, I'm doing 50 Batman, and for me, 50 is an astronomical number. I only have 60 something pull boxes.
Yeah.
So almost every single pull box gets one.
We have about like 250, almost 300 pull box.
Nice.
Yeah, so we like, of course, Absolute Batman is of course number 1. I think number 2 is Superman. Then we got Wonder Woman is next. Flash and Martian are pretty even.
Yeah,
give or take.
Yeah.
So.
They're, I
Still
I
good,
think
you
those
know.
are the
What
the
are you
two
using
least.
to manage your pull box?
I'll be right back.
You know, the person who manages my pull box is my wife, and the reason why I chose
It's just
her to
a
do
person.
it. That's it. The person. No, she. We have Comic Hub, and
Okay.
but she's the queen of pull box. So she came up with her routine. She does all that, and
It works, man. Mine is a mess almost all the time. I
don't know why, but women are good at pull box.
It's
and
organization, bro. It's to be for real, man. Women are great at organizational shit. That's why, I don't want to
So
get canceled for
she
my
took the
gender
wheels and took off and said, "Hey, you do your
preferences.
thing." And for the most part, you kind of get to know what your customer reads and what they like. Like I know a hood, anything Campbell put in his box, right? That's simple. I know customers already. Whatever they collect doesn't matter. Who's writing it, who's drawing it. They just want the title. And she has that down, so she's kicked butt and she's done an awesome job, man.
It's wild that I'm seeing in the comments too that Manhunter sells that good for these guys. I'm
And
literally
it is
shocked.
great. Everybody says the writing is great, art is so.
You don't like it, Sean. That's why you can't sell it.
Yeah, I mean, could be, yeah, but
that's our business, man.
I
It's
sell
our
a lot
business.
of stuff that I don't. I mean, I don't stream very often. It's my streamers that stream, and they just stream obviously what we have in stock, but also they let me know what to buy based on what people are asking for, and just nobody asks for Manhunter.
Yeah, man. Imagine any other kind of business. Imagine a restaurant where you could go in and just order something that's not on the menu. Imagine you go into Walmart and go, "Oh, I want those Target pants."
Yeah.
No, go run out to Target, get those pants, bring them back to Walmart. Oh, and by the way, I want a fucking discount.
Yeah.
We're the only business that's like this.
I know.
We're going to come and ask you what you don't have ready to sell. We want a discount on it.
I joke about that all the time because this is a brand new book. I just ran it for $2. You bought it for $2. Go to any comic shop on New Comic Book Day and be like, I want that book off the shelf for 50% off. They're going to laugh you out of the store. Like, that's what I just sold to you. And Whatnot charged me 30 cents to sell that. Plus, they're taking 10% of the sale. Plus, I got to pay my employee. I lost a massive amount of money on that sale.
Yeah. Well, everybody tells me like eBay Live, you have to be like, especially if you're a shop, you have to be ready for requests and run and go get it and bring it back. We talked about this on the other show. I am not going to do that. I will be a failure at eBay Live. For that reason. I don't care.
I have one seller that will that'll do that. He'll take requests. He will spend hours doing requests. And I have another seller. She will not get out of that chair for shit. She will not get up.
That will be me. That will be me for sure.
I tease her all the time. I'm like, you could have a stack of a comic book 5 feet away from you. Someone be like, do you have any of that? You'd be like, no, we don't have any. I'm going, they're right there.
You train your buyers, you train your customers.
And that's one thing that my wife does. Like she'll tell customers like, hey, I don't know if y'all heard about this, but you may want to get in on it. And it works. And the customers say, hey, well, get me down for this, get me down for that. We hand out the free, previews and things like that, or we just share with customers, and that's all you got to do. Just say, hey, we may sell out of this. Do you want to get down for it? If not, that's fine. But
I haven't gotten a Marvel I haven't got a Marvel previews in like 4 months. I think there's a you have to buy a certain amount of Marvel before they'll send you the free previews. Because I haven't gotten them.
Really?
And I order them at every time.
Oh, I got them. I got whole stack
Oh,
of
but
them.
I'm only ordering. Let me see.
They come in bundles.
Yeah, I didn't pay for them. You get the one free, right?
Yes.
But I think I'm not buying enough to get the one even the one free.
No, you should be.
I haven't gotten them in a while.
So it's two separate. When you go on to order, it's two
one
separate.
Paid and one free.
Yeah, so you should get the free one. If you're not, I would reach out to your rep and say, "Hey, what's going on?"
Shout out to Rye
Ben
with
Ritz,
the
your rep.
With the $2 super chat. He says, "Sean, are you referring to Goob?"
Yeah, Kayla will not get up for shit to go find a book sometimes, and Ernie will run all over the whole store. Ernie will take 15 minutes digging for a book. His sale will go from 40 viewers to 4 just to make $4 to make that guy happy. Like, he is definitely a customer service juggernaut. But at the same time, it's like, did you really need to go find that $4 book? And then sometimes he goes and does all that work and he comes back and the guy's not even there.
Yeah.
Because the guy didn't wait. There's nothing worse than someone's like, "You got any turtles?" "Yeah, man." We pull one of every turtles. We got a big old stack of books. We start running them, and no one buys them. We're like, "You wanted turtles? I already have all those." Then I'm not gonna
Yeah, and
Anyway.
I want like somebody said my thing. Oh, next time if could you have good and old books? And I'm like, dude, you wouldn't go for $1 on. You want me to put up good and old books, and you wouldn't buy a book for $1.
Yeah.
I used to go to live auctions, and I would buy stuff for $1 just to move the auction along. Let's get to the next thing. Fine, just put it in my pile, $1.
Yeah.
I want to get to something I want to buy. I don't have all day. Let's move it.
Rye just dropped another super chat. He says, "Love Goob anyways." Dude, I get so many people telling me how much they love watching Goob on Comics Elite lives, dude. It's crazy.
I teach a shit out of Goob. She's so bad at math. The other day, I was effing with her hard, and I said, her name's Kayla. I call her Kayla. I said, what's 10% of 100? I said, what's 20% of 100? She froze. She said 80. No, wait. It took her 2 minutes. She still didn't get that. I said, it's 20. And then and she's like, I'm better at history than I was at math. I was like, okay, what year was the Declaration of Independence signed? I don't know, like she said like 1800 something. I was like, oh my God, Kayla. And Ernie took out a 1776 book that Marvel was publishing at the time and put it in front of her, and she still didn't get it. He goes, it's the title 1760. She's like, oh my God, like I didn't know. I was like, what year was World War II? 1920. I was like, oh my God, Kayla, you said you were good at history. I don't know dates. I'm like, oh my God.
I want to talk about I saw a really good post on IG this last week from DT, and I thought it would be interesting to talk to retailers about it, especially you guys all ship out books pretty often, I would think, right? You guys have either live sales or eBay stores or whatever.
Yep.
And this was an interesting post. And I'm going to read the post real quick. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says, "Attention to all retailers." Well, not all retailers, because not all retailers package books as if it was their first time packaging books for shipment. If you're going to represent your establishment of business in regards to quality, please understand the term quality. This is not quality. Supplier quality engineer here, and if any retailer needs advice or needs a helping hand with quality implementation, let me know. I could also use a side gig. Things to do. Have individuals working for you understand quality, not just be able to spell it. Use the same size bags and boards across the print run. Consistency is a form of robust control processes. Educate your personnel with performing robust handling and preservation skills. Do not package the books as if they were going to the moon. Too much is just that, too much. Let's preserve tape and excessive cardboard. I enjoy trees. Proper placement of the books within the packaging. If the books are not packaged, bagged, and boarded accordingly, the outcome is all the pictures. And these are all the pictures. And I thought this was interesting, especially him talking about trying to be the same across the board. And the reason why I want to talk about that is because that is what I have learned just in my small amount of books that I sell and ship. And specifically putting all the books in the same size bags and boards when you ship them, which is very interesting. And how you place those books, in the packaging and stuff. And this is a big part of the retailer world right now, is shipping quality. And I would love to get your guys' take on this and what you think about this post.
I'll let these guys go first.
This guy is not an entrepreneur, and he works for somebody his whole life. You can hire people and you can explain to them quality, but they could have a shit day. But they completely trust graders. It's fucking insane. Yeah, I'll give you your money back. This is going to happen. Yeah. There's no avoiding it. Yes, some of the things he's talking about, we probably already have standards that in place. That doesn't mean they don't get fucked up.
Yeah, it could happen either or, right? Let's say you do everything correct, but once it's out of your hands, right, and it's in the mail system, you have no control.
Yeah.
Right? You've seen those videos where guys and women throwing it across, or
dude, I just got a box from Pokemon today, and the whole corner is completely smashed up. On the outside box. They're promo packs, so I don't really care, but it's somebody threw that right on the corner.
No, I don't think it was just that. I think that they used a small board in a big bag. The comic is flying around all in the thing. And I think that's what he's specifically showing, like you got to realize, you're putting it in a bag and board, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be, I think that I like the statement that he says, use the same size bags and boards across the print run. Consistency is a form of robust control processes. And I agree on that. I think that's a big factor, but I don't run a business like you guys do.
Right. And maybe it happened one time, it was an accident, but if it's consistent, then that's different, right? But it's kind of okay. Whoever did that, put it in the magazine bagging board on a current issue.
Yeah.
So we have two different shipping departments. We ship low end 500 packages a day. We ship an enormous amount of comic books. We have two different pickups from two different locations. It's insane. We order anyway. We know how to ship, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So, if you could pull that guy's post back up, there's a couple things. So first off, he comes off as a very pretentious prick to me.
Thank you.
Right? Like, first off, like Mr. Intellect, big words guy, educate your personnel of performing robust handling. Why'd you capitalize handling? And preservation. Why'd you capitalize preservation? You want to be super smart, at least know proper punctuation. Okay, got it. And then he does this whole entire breakdown about this. Okay, look, most of that, what I would say to that guy's points, I would say, yeah, duh. Like, no shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no shit, bro. We all try to do this. There's always your random. There's always the exception to the norm. 98% of comic sellers want you to get your book safely, because who wants to deal with the drama of customer service? Now I got to figure out your pictures, look at your pictures, figure out what was damaged. Do I still have it in stock? Yep. I got to tell my customer service guy, how are we going to deal with this one? Do I give you a refund? You got to ship the book back, so I just let you keep them. Do I give you half refund? It's a mess. I ain't got time for that. Just ship the books properly, right?
Yeah.
So
we are definitely trying not to fuck it up.
Yeah, no one wants to fuck up your comics, bro. Trust me, right, Mister? There you go, DT. Right? No one's trying to f your comics up. We use BCW current thick bags with current boards. There's just enough play in there to where we can put ASM 800 type books that are triple size. A square bound books will fit in there.
I stopped using them.
Superman, Spider-Man will fit in there because it's super big and thick, right? So those are what we use. I can make them really fast. I can board them back fast. We have almost zero problems with those. Sometimes they don't have the right combination in stock. There was a period of about 5 months where we had no choice but to shift to nothing but silver boards and bags.
That's all I'd use now. That's it.
That's all I use.
I won't use
silver.
The moderns just don't fit right. And like you're splitting the bag, or the board doesn't fit in, or the board has play.
And that's why we use the current modern thick, because thick's a little bit bigger without being the size of a silver, which is just too big sometimes. Plus, we sell a lot of top loaders. Silvers won't fit in the current top loaders. I got to stay consistent, right?
Okay.
Now, so this dude is correct. Yeah, the board should fit the bag. Duh. Thanks for the epiphany there, genius. Appreciate you educating all of us who know what we're doing on the basics of comic book selling 101. Buy the right boards and bags. Duh. Right. Well, what are you going to tell me next? What brand of tape to buy to hold the bag down so it doesn't, like, come on, man. There's current best practices. We know this. As far as packaging goes, you can definitely overpackage a book for sure. I've gotten shipments in. It's mostly the smaller guys because I don't got time to overpackage a book. I don't got time to put 15 rolls of bubble wrap on it and 15 layers of tape and then put that in another box and another box. That's my margins. Plus, I got $500 I got to ship, right? You get a Gemini, you get a piece of foam, you get a boarding bag, we seal it up, you get a piece of tape, you're good, right? So, you can definitely overpack it for sure. And sometimes I've damaged comics trying to open them because they're overpackaged.
Yeah.
So I agree with that point for sure. And then
you put in a piece of foam, sacrilege.
two squares of foam.
Nickel? Man.
2 pieces of foam wraps around the book, protects the corners, goes in the Gemini. Perfect. We have less than a 1% error rate on our books. Like we get maybe 2 orders a week and it's always usually some post office dude just shredded the box. It's out of our control. We still take care of him. Anyway, this dude's just going off on a rant about he's a pretentious prick. How much work did it take? Look at this picture. How much work did this take? He had to draw the arrows, take the picture, pick 5 on it. He had to type this thing out. He didn't use ChatGPT.
I wonder what the book was. Was it at least a good book?
Plus, what is that book? That doesn't look like a regular cardstock.
Is it a Batman?
But
it's a
I don't
DC
know.
book. Because I saw the logo at the first picture.
Yeah, a picture of that corner damage. It looks like that's not regular printing. Like that texture.
Weird.
And that almost looks like that's some specialized book. I don't know what that is.
So here's the thing, though, and there's to play devil's advocate in the chat. One of the comments is, if everybody knew how to ship, though, this pick wouldn't exist. And I think that what the problem is that, yes, there are retailers out there, like you said, Sean, that ship 500 packages a day that are doing it right. But there's also a lot of new retailers out there that don't know how to ship. There's so many new retailers entering the game that don't know how to ship, I don't think.
Maybe, man, maybe. But you learn effing quick, bro.
Quickly after you have to refund the first group of shipping.
Yeah, when you get all those, so I'm going to contradict everything I just said. There are sellers 100% that they don't think about this kind of stuff. We see it happen with Kickstarters. We see it happen with big whatnot drops. Is these guys do these huge drops. You got 72 hours to get that 48 hours to get that package in the mail. You weren't prepared for it to blow up. You hire your dog and your cousin and your grandma to help you ship. You don't teach them how to do it. Your goal is to get the labels done and get them out the door. You're high-fiving yourself and counting your deposit that just hit your account. Then all the complaints start rolling in because you didn't take the time to do it the right freaking way, right? So he's right in that regard. But my first response when I see that is, don't come off as a pretentious jerk about things. Like some people can use in education. See, this is why we need this. Excuse me. This is why we need a Comics Pro organization that lets everybody in that sells comics at a certain level, not just brick and mortar store owners, because this is viable training that people could use how to properly ship a comic.
Yes.
Comic book 101.
Yes.
And I promise you there are more. Well, I don't know. This is a good question.
There you go. There's a video for your next YouTube.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Rotten Tomatoes will get to
do it on TikTok Live.
I wonder 101.
I was about to say there's more books shipped than there are bought in stores nowadays, but I don't know if that's accurate. That'd be a good thing to.
I would say that it's probably closer than you think.
Yeah, it's definitely closer.
Oh, I think more are bought online.
You think so? Well, counting, I guess, Amazon, eBay. I was thinking new books, but all books in total, I would agree with you.
Yeah,
definitely all books online. New books, I don't know, man. That's a good one. If you count retailer exclusives, definitely more online. If you just go purely weekly books, I say the advantage still goes to comic shops.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hopefully we can get that 3,000 number to 5,000, and then we can kind of compete a little bit better.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's 3,000, but we've been saying that for a while.
Well, that's not my number.
No, I
that
know.
Number came out recently.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, did it?
From Comics Pro, they said they think the number is closer to 3,000. Or Adam, I think, said that it's closer to 3,000.
Oh, so Igor in the chat was saying that was a $50 book in that the guy was showing that got shipped. It makes sense. It didn't look like a regular. I don't know what that paper is.
He used $100 worth of his time to show us.
To educate all of us sellers. I guess
he lost 150.
I guess that's a very professional rant, I guess, right?
Well, and at the same time, I'll tell you what I see, and this goes along the lines of how hard it is to deal with text rather than showing a video of it. Because when you have a text piece, you guys immediately take it as him speaking in a condescending manner, whereas I kind of took it as a teaching moment manner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Because I'm not a retailer. I'm not a retailer, so I'm not seeing it as like somebody's coming at you as a retailer. You know what I mean?
Right, but he has no experience other than receiving the book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of what I was. That's why I got a little. Probably, I do have a tendency to get a little defensive when people post preachy posts up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, see, if he had hashtagged Sean, who does 500 books a day, hey, look at this shit, and then Sean went in there and said, yeah, he should be doing this, that, and the other thing. Oh, guy with experience giving it.
And the way knowledge. He ends it, he says, long rant, but I, as many others in the community, are fed up. This topic has been negatively spoken heavily against this particle exclusive. I don't know what that means. Stay diligent, retailers. We, the collectors, are just that, collectors, and we expect the highest quality standards executed by the retailer.
I think you meant to say particular exclusive. Someone in the chat was saying, someone in the chat was saying this was a
$50
a problem with a launch or a sale or something, and everybody received something damaged.
Yeah.
Well, he obviously did get the wrong bags and boards. You can't see the board. There's plenty of bag there.
The board.
Yeah.
It's like someone had a bunch of old Golden Age bags laying around and just stuck some.
I don't even think they're bags. I feel like they're those are really thick, like prestige fold over ones, like thicker than Mylar. They're almost like you can put a crease in them. You know what I mean? Type thickness.
Yeah.
So there were. We still have a bunch of 4mm Mylars in stock. You ever seen a 4mm Mylar?
Yeah,
you could chop a tree down with a 4mm Mylar. Those things are durable as F. I don't know what book this is. When I see that, I look at that comic and I see that texture on the cover, and I'm like, "What is that?" because it doesn't look like a book that I see on
Well,
the
who
norm.
said it was a $50 book? Then they would know maybe what book it was.
I don't know. Maybe it's a glow in the
Somebody in the
dark or
chat said.
something. I don't know.
Yeah. If anybody knows what book it is, let us know. But again,
Now that we completely shredded the dude.
again,
Rally Timer, I appreciate that, Rally Timer. He said you have to be losing money on shipping with your low cost. We only charge the cost of shipping plus 50 cents. So the answer is yes. I do lose money in shipping, but I try to make up for it. And
did you work a deal out with the post office, or since you're doing 500, are you getting any discount at all?
No, we're still. I had a post office lady come around to the store. Super nice lady, dressed up super nice. She was a post office representative. We missed the bulk discount by a significant amount, even with our shipping. We need to spend like another $50K a year or something to get their extra discount.
Wow.
And I was like, I thought for sure, I was like, this is it. I just made the big times. I'm a big time shipper. I spend a ton of money. Post office coming in to kiss my ass. And they were like, yeah, no, you don't qualify for the big discount. And I was like, how much more do I got to ship? She's like, you're about 50,000 off. And I'm going, 50,000 off? Like, I spend 6 figures with you guys a year. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Did you guys see Fan Expo Anaheim? Did you guys hear about it?
No. Was it on fire?
Nobody. It's a new show, isn't it? Isn't it a new show?
No, this used to be the San Francisco show and they moved it to Anaheim.
This is before it was open, right? This is not
Saturday
at 5 p.m.
Shut your dirty mouth.
Yeah.
So they're just selling to each other.
Comics.
Listen to this.
It's true. There's not a lot of comics.
This is from a person who had a table, an artist. Fan Expo Anaheim made like $70. Table was $300. Got locked out of my apartment and had to pay $780 for a locksmith. Got sexually harassed. A man followed me, then caressed my back. And she only made $70 at the whole show.
Well, your table's terrible. Oh, I mean, that doesn't mean you should have been sexually harassed.
Sexually harassed, no.
No one deserves that ever. Fuck that guy. You should have reported him. Hopefully somebody beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But
right?
your drawing does have the guy wearing a G-string.
You're like,
so.
Well, hey, that doesn't mean she deserves to be assaulted.
No, I said that might be why she only made $70.
Yeah,
it's a pretty big venue.
It's huge.
And you know what? And your table is $300. That's a bargain for a table. I mean, I can't remember last time I paid $300 for a table at a con. Never.
So that book
there's too many cons, man. There's just too many cons.
That book that we were talking about was the Absolute Batman 21 Katana book.
Is this a Comic-Con or this doesn't look like a Comic-Con?
Yeah, this is Anaheim Fan Expo.
If you're gonna sell that level of a book for that much, oh my God, I would have been putting free shit in those packages. How much money you made on that?
Yeah,
I would have been putting free shit in those packages. I would have double boarded those things.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, just do the right.
So
thing.
now that real quick back to that thing. So now that we know that what that book was, maybe there's a different feeling on it, right? You know,
that's why he's posting that.
Yeah, that's a professional dude. That's not just some guy that started on Whatnot last week. That's should have been a professional that knows how to do it.
Yeah.
So now
Red Hood can fix it though. That's getting business for Red Hood.
Yeah, reach out to Red Hood.
So now fuck two people. Fuck that guy for that pretentious post. Fuck the guys who sold that book. Fuck the guys
was
who
it
sold
pretentious
that book
if he was pissed off?
I guess not. I guess not. You know what? Actually, kudos to him because he actually could have went way harder in the paint on that post.
Yeah.
I would have rather heard the real harder in the paint.
Yeah. Don't placate me, man. Tell me how you really feel.
They need a spit flying out of mouth emoji. You know, when you're screaming at somebody so much that the spit comes out of your mouth.
Yeah. your face starts turning red.
Red.
You know, the veins in your forehead start popping out and shit. You look like Macho Man doing a promo.
There it is.
That's the book right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why that. Okay. Okay. That texture of that cover still looks weird.
Mm-hmm.
Number 21.
It's a good cover, but there's better ones. Anyway, sorry. No, yeah, fuck. Yeah, they deserve to get all the heat for. If they shipped all those books like that, then dude, fuck you. You don't even. What are you doing in the comic industry? You're just. I feel like guys like that are just like I hate to use the word grifting, but if you're not going to put the effort into doing the entire project the right way, you're just trying to swoop in, make as much money as possible, put minimum effort into your fulfillment just to try to take advantage of the community. That's what it feels like. Yeah. And everybody who got a shitty packaged book that spent all that money and you got a shitty packaged book, you should feel like you were taken advantage of. You should feel like that person doesn't have any passion or care for the hobby that we all love so much because they can't even bother to put the effort into shipping a book the right way with the right freaking board and bag.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
those guys.
And that is what I think. I think that like there's so many new. Listen, I saw a post the other day where a retailer utilized his shipping material is all free post office stuff. He uses, instead of tape, he uses the stickers, the post office stickers that you get, you know, as his tape. You know, he cuts his backing boards are the post office boxes, which I don't mind. I understand that, you know. Yeah, I don't got a problem with that as long as you make them good. But like if you're like, you know, not using tape and using the post office stickers as the tape, like there's some weird that's you want to change that. That doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And can get you in a lot of trouble too.
Yeah. Was that Heavy Mental that did that? That
yes.
Batman 21 that shipped that out?
No, okay, the Batman 21 was AC Pop.
They're the ones that shipped that out.
I believe so. Yeah.
Who are they? I never heard of them.
AC Pop, they're
They're making a big splash.
Yeah, a huge new.
Man, there's a lot of big money coming into our business, man. Especially if you're a guy online.
But dude, here's a problem. You're right, Emmett. There is, bro. But a lot of these guys are coming in with money from other jobs, other industries, and they're bringing money into here, and they're trying to make a big old splash with these big flashy things. And
if you've got a lot of money, you can make a lot of mistakes.
Yes, that's the problem I see is they make a ton of mistakes and they're just doing everything they can to be, oh, look, I got this artist. Look, I got that artist. Look, I did this exclusive. I did that exclusive. But they're not turning a profit on things. You know, I'm not saying these guys. AC
can lose money for 5 years.
AC seems to be doing very well. I met the dude that owns it. Super cool dude. Great person.
Crazy setup at the con. Probably spent over $200,000 on their setup at the con.
Bro,
was he some kind of finance guy?
They put, I think he's a finance dude, but they put all of us retailers to shame with that setup. They looked. I was happy for him, very happy for him. But man, they looked
beautiful
so
booth.
Good.
Yeah. Had the big, huge video boards on each side.
Huge screen. And I tell you, they did Crane right.
Crane was signing at the booth the whole time. He looked like a superstar.
Like the second coming of, the second coming of Jesus at a Comic-Con, the way his booth was set up.
And then they at the very top of the booth, it was like a 3-story booth, and at the very top was their streaming.
They're streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crane didn't even make this top 10, man. What happened?
Yeah, Crane's not in there either. Yeah. Well, I understand maybe he wouldn't be in the top 10 right now, but
dude, his covers have stopped selling for us. They really have. Crane did that month where he had all those covers. Yeah. He's got a really cool Punisher, like a Venomized or what they call it, nullified cover coming out.
You want to see a great Crane? Marcosia's Carnival of Souls. Fuck.
Let me see.
He was printed on Marcosia.
Yeah, Marcosia back in the day. But back to this. This is not good. This I would love to hear from any other retailers that set up at Anaheim Fan Expo. If this was just a fluke at this time, what was it like that day?
It's just I don't know, here's my hot take on it, I guess. But if they took the San Francisco con and moved it to Anaheim, then it's not the San Francisco con. It's a new Anaheim con.
Yeah.
They're two completely different universes, bro. You're talking 8 hours, 9-hour drive apart from San Francisco to Anaheim. There might as well be different countries also. Anaheim is much different than San Francisco.
If you were in Europe, you'd be in a different country.
That's true, yeah. So if you have a new show, I mean, I mean, there's a lot of Fan Expo shows that are fantastic, and there's a few that are just very close to dying. Philly is very tough.
Philly used to be great when it was Wizard World, man. It's one of my favorites.
I made a lot of
early
money
Wizard World. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Wizard World started to turn into the Wizard World flea markets. Well, that's a bad word, sorry, but it started to turn into, like, if I go to a Comic-Con and someone's trying to sell me new gutters for my house, I am not really at a Comic-Con.
They also the stars used to, like, you could walk up, there'd be a line, but they'd have like C-level guys who you could just walk up to the table. Those were all gone. They wouldn't let you stop walking in front of where they had the signing going on, so you couldn't even get a distance photo. They'd be blocking you, jumping up and down in front of your camera. I'm like, fucking dude, how far away am I? This is a 1.3 camera. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, I just that San Fran Con was great. I mean, it was really good. I've been to it a couple times and I haven't been there in over 10 years.
Jesus.
Did they have Mark Hamill and have nobody at this?
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, but I'm not paying Mark Hamill $500 for his signature. I mean, thank you. I love you, Mark Hamill, but
this is the same con, Fan Expo Anaheim.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
God, those pictures look like.
Well, that says "see you soon." That's set up. That's set
okay.
Up.
Yeah, this is
all right.
Because the guy's zooming around in this little yellow cart that's set up. Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't seen any videos that show a lot of people yet. So, I mean, what is this?
We're excited.
Yeah, maybe that's pre-set up. But that one said it was 5 p.m. on a Saturday.
I don't know. I know some artists that were there. I think Garrett Gunn was there. Some other people were there. I could ask him, like, hey, bro, how was the show for you?
Yeah.
It wasn't on my radar. I mean, I don't do the West Coast cons anymore because it's just too far.
Yeah. Man, it doesn't look like there was many people there, but we could be wrong. Let us know if you guys were there. And again, that's scary to have a con in anywhere in California that empty, especially the LA Anaheim area. You know what I mean? Like, I know it is much different than San Francisco, but there are a ton of fucking people there that would normally probably go to a convention. I don't know. Weekend Nacho says it was slow for Garrett. So there we go.
Interesting.
Yeah. Man. Absolutely crazy.
But yeah, so are there too many cons? I don't know, man. That's a good question.
There's too many medium size cons.
Yeah, you just kind of hope that the free market takes care of that, right?
Oh, it will. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. But then again, I've always hoped that the free market would force Reed to lower some of their prices on everything, and it hasn't. I mean, New York, C2E2. Oh, well, maybe it is happening with Seattle. I don't know. I've heard Seattle is getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, that's Emerald
City.
The last couple of times everybody said it's if they don't lower prices, they can't bring in more sellers, and the sellers bring in the people. So
yeah,
I still like, this is the greatest business model of it all. Pay me $100 today, you get nothing but the opportunity to buy shit from other people. I want to run my eBay Live like that. Hey, you just to watch, it's 100, and then
so
maybe
anybody else in any other industry that goes to a convention for that industry,
yeah,
right? you're
Swag
exhibiting,
bags.
you're showing,
yeah.
you're trying to sell your thing to other people in that industry. Comic cons are weird because you're going DTC. It's not B2B, right?
Yep.
Almost every other con is B2B. I'm not going to go to a.
We do need a Comic Con that is direct to business. A year.
So that's what like these retailer summits with Lunar and Diamond used to be, or Comics Pro should be, but like it's a one
Definitely
day thing.
Comics Pro. You're right. Definitely Comics Pro.
It'd be Comics Pro, but they're not inclusive. They're gatekeepers anymore, right?
Yeah.
The most exclusive liberal branch of anybody in the world should be comic book retailers, and they're super gatekeeping and not being inclusive.
Well,
they definitely don't like confrontational people or people that have a strong belief in anything other than what they believe in.
Yeah, I would say that's accurate, but it's also in the delivery. Like there's a time and place, if you get what I'm saying. Like some people, well, one person in particular would always brag about, I stood up in the middle of a presentation and threw a fit. Like, cool. I would have told you to shut the fuck up and sit down too. Like it's not a feather in your hat. You're just being an asshole.
One of the final things I want to talk about is and this goes back again to the retailer world has become sharks, like absolute sharks, and the artists are continuing to call them out. And this is the final main story of the night that I saw this week. Did you guys see this Mark Brooks post?
I did not. Oh man, I'm afraid.
So here we go. Mark Brooks. I'm finding out more and more about some of these retailers and their exclusive Absolute Batman variants. In many cases, the retailer is making mid to high 5 figures, sometimes even 6 figures, while only giving the artist 100 issues or so for them to sell themselves, plus a little money, often around $1,000.
Okay, pause real quick. Sorry.
Yep.
So I already take issue with this first paragraph because he's saying more and more about some of these retailers. He needs to define some, because I can tell you right now, there's 2, maybe 3 that are making a 5, 6 figures on a drop.
I agree. 2
very, very,
you can count them on one hand, I think.
Oh yeah. Without your thumb, probably.
Yeah.
5 figures, and I mean, it's still tough to make 5 figures after your
expenses.
My Lunar invoice this week is $36,000, and I have 2 exclusives on there. I have a Rascal Randy, and I have an Absolute Batman exclusive with a trade, a foil, and a Virgin. $36,000. I have to make 5 figures, Mark Brooks, just to fucking break even. Just to break even. If I would profit that money, if I profited 5 figures, you're telling me I got to make 60 to double my money? Very, 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 which means I got to make 120 to double my money after it. Well, I'm sorry. Paying the invoice, 60 is doubling my money, right? Math is hard. Sorry.
Truth.
But yeah, there's very, very, very few making 6 figures on a drop. Maybe Heavy Metal did with that first Quintana drop. I'm sure anybody dropping a Quintana cover right now is probably making 6 figures, just because, and that's gonna go away once people, that's gonna go away. We know this. Anyway, sorry to interrupt you, but
no,
right off the bat, we gotta frame
also, Sean, like if you go to DC with your own artist, typically the artist says, "Okay, this is my fee, and we do this many issues." You typically do that at the beginning.
Yeah,
right?
and that's a good point. Here's another part of this. So I'm sure Mark's going to continue to rant about how artists should get more for it. What happens, Mark, if I do an exclusive and I lose money? Does the artist have to recompensate me for it? Do I get free commissions from him for the next year to make up for the $10,000 I lost? No. So just because people are winning doesn't mean everybody starts coming with their hand out. Oh, you made money?
Yeah.
What about when I lost money? Guess who's left eating it? When I lose, if I lose money on exclusive, The only person that loses money is me. Who makes money? The writer, the artist, they all got paid to make the comic book.
Yep.
The publisher got paid. The printer got paid. The shipping company that shipped the books to me got paid.
Right.
Whatnot got paid. My Shopify got paid. My streamers got paid. I paid the rent for my bill. Everyone involved got paid, except for guess what? Me. I have to eat all that fucking cost.
Yeah.
So don't bitch about somebody not getting paid enough when someone is successful, when there could be not hundreds, 2 or 3 failures out there where they don't make money, or you don't make money until a year down the road, right? And then, I know I'm ranting, but let's just say now I'm going to take your cover and ask you to sign it for me just so I can try to sell more copies. And you're going to charge me for signatures when I've already lost money on this fucking book. No one has ever asked me, hey, will you sign some of this exclusive for me? I just did this exclusive. Will you sign some for me? Some will sign some for free if they're cool, but some people are like, $10, $5, $20. I want to make my money on it. No one has ever asked me, hey, how was this project for you? Did you make money on this project? Did you really make money? No one ever asked me that. They're just like, I want money for my signatures because you're going to sell some money.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I fucking lost. I lost 5 to 10 to 20K on this fucking project of your art. Like, anyway.
Okay, continuing. The more, no, it's okay. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. The more I hear about this, the angrier I'm getting. If you're a retailer making mid to high 5 figures and not cutting the artisan, I hope that artist figures it out and stops doing variants for you. If I find out a retailer is treating the creator that way, I'm going to go out of my way to make sure they know how they're being taken advantage of. Those days need to be over. Respect and compensate the creator that's making you a lot of money, or I'm coming for them. Addendum. This is not against retailers that are ethical. I love and support retailers and do covers for them from time to time. Hell, I'm doing one for a retailer right now. I'm even doing a Whatnot stream next week for the charity BINC, which benefits and supports retailers going through a hard time. I just think there needs to be more transparency and respect. There's plenty to go around for everyone else. And I think we all agree with that. I think that we all can agree with that.
Because where's the money trickling back to the writer and the artist of the interiors who made the book successful enough that it's worth doing a store exclusive for? Because you're not cutting in the guy that did the interiors for the first 20 books for your.
But even Kincaid's comment, like, okay, so Mark has his disclaimer. I'm not talking about everybody. It doesn't fucking matter at this point, Mark. You're saying, and I consider Mark a friend. I do. But come on, man. And I would tell him this in person too. Like, bro, you can't say, oh, those days are over. Okay, well, how about if all retailers get together and say, these days are over of me losing money on your exclusive. If you draw an exclusive for me and it loses money, then guess what? You owe me for the print run that didn't sell within, let's say, 60 days. So if 60 days of this print run didn't sell, you owe me for any money I lost on this project.
Yeah.
So
everybody wants to make and nobody wants to take the risk.
God, exactly.
So Ryan Kincaid said,
ahead,
you'd be astounded to hear the number of retailers who do that and ask for a discount on the art fee because it's their financial risk. And then James from Hive, shout out to James from Hive, he says, hey, Mark Brooks, when us retailers lose money on an exclusive, who should we send the bill to? And only giving 100 comp copies? That's way above the industry standard and a gift to the artist as a show of appreciation. Those comps, if say on a $40 book with you adding your signature, is likely handing you an extra $6,000. Or how about this? We start shying away from hiring the journeyman artists like yourself and instead start hiring more of the artists that have been trying to break into the industry for years that would actually appreciate the work. Go ahead and rock that boat, Mark, but at some point it might capsize you. Mark responds, James, I do all my own variants through CSA, so you don't need to worry about me. But
that makes it worse.
I know, but I do love the idea of you hiring lesser known artists looking for a break. I think that's an awesome idea. James responds, great deflection. Serious question though, and feel free not to answer if you don't want. Do they take a percentage of your signing fees, commission fees, or OA sales in exchange for boothing and repping you? If so, then that is the equity you provided to being a full partner on the back end. If an artist wanted to split the cost minus their art fee in either equity or money and share in the sales of the OA, I would gladly share the proceeds 50-50, and I'm sure most retailers would. However, that is on the artists and not the retailers to offer it up, I think. Mark Brooks says,
oh boy.
James, not sure how my answer was deflection. I don't do retailer variants with retailers generally, so you won't need to worry about hiring me or demanding a share of the profit of your profits. And likewise, I think your idea of hiring a lesser-known artist is a great idea. Me being rep by CSA is a completely different agreement from my variant agreement I have with them. It's very simple. CSA pays to have the books printed. I drop a book on my site. CSA recoups their printing costs, shipping, staff salary, pays Scott for signing fees, etc. The profits are then split 50-50. We've been doing that for years, and it works great for everyone, and no one feels taken advantage of. If you don't like it, if you don't like that, then fine, do it your way. I just want artists and creators to know there's another way they can make an informed decision.
Okay, so real quick. Let's take a quick pause on this. So, just off that response right there, halfway through, Mark did ignore half of James' points.
Yep.
He still hasn't answered the question. What if this loses money?
Yeah.
Right.
You're Mark Brooks, bro. Whatever you make is probably going to make money at this point. Because you're Mark fucking Brooks, dude. Like, your stuff is super good. You have a huge following. You were doing this for 20 plus years. Like, come on, bro. You're going to make money. But what about the guys that are losing money on a project? And James said it perfectly. He's like, if someone wants to get split OA 50-50 and split this 50-50, we'll gladly do 50-50. What the fuck? Look at that response. Are you kidding me?
Jesus, James.
Is that James?
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah.
Is he writing a dissertation?
Yeah.
Okay, he's now Dr. James Lamb.
Let me show you how to do this. There we go.
Yeah. But how you're gonna put it in?
Get Mike Mayhew on here.
Oh my Lord and baby Jesus!
It's like Mark was talking to Mike Mayhew or something.
Hey, we have the rest of our topic for next week. It's the reply to this post. But no, I mean, for real, James, first off, man, you got to give James some major kudos for going against
at least he didn't have a damaged book.
A wildly popular artist as a retailer. He's a retailer, right? He may not be the biggest fish in the pond, but he's a retailer that does some really good exclusives. It's even worse for him as a smaller retailer, right? To go against a big artist, because, I mean, that's risky to speak your mind like that. Most people would just placate and don't say anything. James is actively, publicly going against him and challenging him. Fucking kudos to James for that, man. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah. So,
especially when you do exclusives, I could do it, because the fuck are they going to do to me? I never do exclusives.
Get on there, Emmett. Comments on
there's okay. So Saltzman
is one of those guys that might be able to make that type of money. You know, let's talk about that.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah, Trinity is one of those retailers.
But he knows how to do it the right way. Saltzman will work with the artist. He cuts him in. He does all the stuff that Mark's bitching about.
Yeah.
But we still haven't answered the question. If you want to share in the profit, then you got to share in the loss too.
And the risk.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. But the other thing is bullshit is that what the fuck? They're just doing the fucking cover.
Yeah, they're not writing.
They're not writing. They're not doing the interiors that made the book popular enough to do a cover. Then just do posters.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Man,
I deserve so much because I did the cover. Fuck
this had 300 responses to it in 9 hours.
Yeah.
300 responses to that post in 9 hours.
Hot take. I mean, it got a very visceral reaction from me after the first paragraph.
He's the second biggest artist that's doing that. So, the reasoning that you look at it is like, okay, everyone is trying to get in on Absolute Batman. This is probably an Absolute Batman thing again.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Right? There's thousands of covers coming out.
Yeah, that's a great
But
point. It's almost like
Emmett said it perfect. They're not writing it. They're not coming up with an idea on that book, right? Scott Snyder and Nick, they're killing it. Everyone is trying to make money off of their idea, right? So it should be for everybody, right? So like for Mark Brooks to go on there, I'm like, dude, you're making money off Scott Snyder's idea and Nick Dragado's idea. Like, you didn't come up with this idea.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing that you're complaining us about doing, taking advantage of somebody. Well, you're taking advantage kind of too, if you want to look at it this way. Yeah.
I never seen him saying that he was cutting a check to those guys.
Well, there's other. I mean, I would be devil's advocate a little bit on that one and say, they're getting there's different deals worked in with the publisher with DC where they get a cut. They get so much based on sales, and those exclusives that are done are going to get
count
them
towards the sales.
The advertising you get on a hot cover is crazy, dude.
Mark's not going to get a cut of the animated series coming out, you know what I'm saying, just for his cover.
If they use this, if they use the art somehow, they will.
But there's also
have to.
There's also in the deal memo stuff worked in there where they won't use the art on anything else except for this or that or the other thing. So when you get an exclusive, I've had 2 exclusives be used as cover art for trade paperbacks, which is kind of cool. I don't care. I'm not going to push back. Hey, that's my cover, right? Give a shit. It helps my sales. But anyway, yeah, it's Mark is looking at this almost like he sounds like a millionaire complaining about people with food stamps. Like he's like you said, he's coming at it from a whole different. He's looking at it from on top of the hill.
Yeah, he's on top of the hill. He's one of the top 10 artists in the game right now. Maybe top 5. You could argue top 5 cover artists in the game right now.
Yeah.
And
I think we should scrutinize every single piece of art he puts out.
But at the same time, you know, again, not everything is black and white in this world. There's always gray. You know, there are retailers out there that do take advantage of
my baseball bat
of artists out there, right? They do take advantage of
everybody's trying to take advantage.
Yes.
We've already success. Everybody talks about success. Oh, these guys were so successful on their drop. They're so successful. What do they mean? They made money. They made money. Everything is money.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's why we're all here.
Other than the 8 cover.
The 8 cover makes money.
We're all here to make money in comics, right? That's why we do this.
8 cover makes crazy money.
Yeah.
Everybody wants the A.
Yeah. Everybody always wants A cover.
Yeah. A's always going to be on top.
Yep. It's going to sell more copies and make more money, but it might not be as much as you could say, like, perfect example, Absolute Batman. Absolute Batman CGC 98 #1 A covers are going for 500 plus, but the Absolute Batman Felix variant is going for 3,000 plus. You know what I mean? So it might not sell for as much per book, but there's 350,000 or you know, we'll say 200,000 A covers and 1,000 of the Felix variants. So what's going to make more money? You know, again, not everything in this world isn't a gray thing, other than you live and you die.
Every once in a while, you'll have that happen. Like, but how many other people did exclusives for that have just fallen by the wayside?
Absolute Batman 20 is a perfect example. You know, there was over 100 variants for that book, retailer exclusive variants for that book, and guess what? Who in most people's opinion was the best cover out of all those variants? It was Mark. Mark's Robin's cover was specifically the one that gets mentioned the most. You know what I mean? The one where he did all the little birds instead of the mechs. I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
I heard that glow in the dark one's pretty good.
Absolute.
I didn't see any of them.
His Absolute Batman 21 might have been the best Absolute Batman number 21 variant too. You know what I mean? Because it had that. This is it right here, Sean.
Oh yeah.
Oh! That's when he dropped. He had to delay because he didn't get him in, and he dropped him live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. He has such a following. So if I align that, so Mark. Okay, here's another hot take on things. Right. This works great for Mark because Mark is selling Mark's art to Mark's fans.
Yes.
Right. I've had nobody ever come into any of my shows and ask, "Do you have the Mark Spears variant?"
Mark Brooks or Mark Spears?
Or Mark Brooks.
Mark Brooks,
the one you just showed. Who was the one you just showed?
The Robin's Absolute Batman number 21, Mark Brooks.
That's Mark Spears. That's Mark Brooks. The Birds?
Yeah, the Birds is Mark Brooks.
Yeah, the Brooks. Yeah, no one's asked me for Brooks cover to that
20.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I line that up against other variants, I would sell the other variants first. Oh, on the left, I have that away.
This one right here?
Magic.
Oh, nice.
See, I'm a Mark Brooks fan.
Yeah. Well, his art is great.
Wow. That's fucking gorgeous.
That's great work. I mean, it's awesome.
He's one of my all-time favorite artists. I've loved him when he was doing
so good.
Interior. He used to do interiors back in the day.
This is not a print. This is the original art. I am so proud of this. Someday when I have to pay my mortgage because I'm old and broke, this is going to go.
Yeah.
I have a couple private offers already, standing offers for some people, but this would go to auction or some shit or private show. I have 3 awesome pieces of Mark Brooks. I have a Phoenix cover, a White Queen.
I love his covers, man. He's so good.
The other thing is, if you look at the math of the other stuff of the CSA, like he put a bunch of stuff in there that doesn't have numbers, like salaries and printing costs and all this. Oh, and then they split everything with me 50-50. But you're letting them do all the number crunching. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might end up being the same amount of money, but he gets to say he's getting 50-50.
Well, hey, Mark Brooks isn't even in. He isn't even in here as a top 10 artist.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
So we shouldn't even listen to him. He's not even in. He's not in.
He's not even in the top 10
artists. So
yeah. Well,
he's doing more exclusives, probably, right? Could that be the reason?
Well, so look, I know all the guys over at Sketch Art. Great, they're good people. They take care of their artists. They have great relationships with them. They try to really take care of the fans. If you go up to any of their booths at a con, they're going to take care of you. They're not going to be rude to you.
Nope. They're super nice. Just give me your credit card.
Well, yeah, 100%. That should be anybody at any booth at any con, right? And then it's the same. And Mark every time I see him at a con, he's at his booth signing. He's very gracious to his fans. He's a super nice guy. He's just a good, from my experience and interactions with Mark, he's a good person. I consider him a friend. I consider all the comic sketch art guys friends. They're just good people. I just talked to one last week. Great dude. They're just good people, right? They've hooked me up many times if I need something. They take care of people. Of course, you're going to pay them, but that's the industry, right? So it is shocking to see Mark make a post like that. It's kind of disheartening because it's like, and he didn't even listen to what James is trying to say. He was more interested in being right instead of hearing a different point of view. So if you're going to speak up and be a voice in the industry that people need to listen to and tell people how things should be, you also have to understand what the ground level person is dealing with and listen to constructive criticism.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I backtracked on what I said earlier about Martian Manhunter. Nobody buys it. You guys are both like, we sell a ton of it. I was like, oh shit, my bad. I guess people do buy it. You know, so
yeah.
Same with the DT point. And shout out to DT who's in the chat. He says, I was told by the community that I wasted time elaborating about the recent lackluster quality process practiced by a certain retailer, not ensuring a quality product. I don't know what you mean by that, but we did break down the whole thing.
It sounds like he's saying that he was talking about that AC Comics drop and people told him to shut up or something.
Yeah.
No,
but
he's the guy that did the drawing and did all the
that's DT. Yeah.
So we just thought it was a waste of your time.
Well, at first you did, and then when we figured out the whole situation, then I think we kind of all agreed
I still
that
think he wasted his time.
Why? How did he waste his time?
Oh, is that the dude that did the Instagram post?
Yeah.
Okay, dude. Okay, so learn how to use capital letters. They're nice capital letters. If you emphasize a word, make the whole word capital.
Yeah.
Just do the whole word, man. That really emphasizes it.
Then the thing is the people that you're writing to, they don't give a shit, and the people that do give a shit do it the right way.
Yeah, you know what I would have done?
I disagree with that. That's why I talked about it. But that's why we have people on here that have differing opinions, so we can have the conversation. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I did take, again, when I first saw the post, as you saw it, my first reaction was, who the fuck is this guy?
You know what that is, though, kind of, Sean, and both you and Emmett did it because you're looking at it from a retailer standpoint, and somebody's coming at other retailers. Where Mark is doing the same thing, where he's probably taking it from an artist standpoint because he's an artist and he's looking out for other artists. You know what I mean?
Except the interior artists that nobody gives a shit about anymore.
You're right. We kind of did the same, had the same visceral reaction that Mark would have had.
Yep.
Well, I would also say, once we saw what it was about, I listened and I was like, hey, you know what? Actually,
exactly. And that's
he's
why
right. Those guys should have done the right thing.
Yeah.
So
and that's why the conversation is important, and that's why I love Facebook and giving Mark Brooks the ability to make a post like that. So I will say this: I champion Mark Brooks for being okay with stating something like that. Okay. And I also will say future champion him to say, and other artists and everybody out there to look at it. Yeah. Okay. Look at it from a devil's advocate situation and look at it from, I'm going to stand up for myself situation. You should do that. You know, that's the important thing. So
DT, well, I just want to say, DT is saying like, how would you feel? So just before COVID hit, I bought my largest purchase from BCW and it was wrecked. They sent it to me. It was wrecked.
Yeah.
I called to complain and they told me the next time I tried to buy anything that I could no longer buy from them because I was a hostile.
Oh man.
A hostile customer.
You hostile?
I was blocked. For they just let me buy this year, and I was blocked from like 2019 till now. Last month.
My last order from BCW, I ordered 1,000 boards in just one box where they just put a bunch of boards in a box.
Yep.
And 90% of them were damaged. The corner was crunched. Yeah. But you know, you're getting it cheaper to buy it that way. You know, if you don't want the ability to have that happen.
I bought a pallet of stuff and the pallet wasn't stacked correctly or wrapped correctly.
Yeah. Yep.
Same thing.
Yep.
You know, and I ended up wasting that's how I know through experience. I wasted my time and then was no longer allowed to buy from BCW for 6 or 7 years.
That's why they would block you. I buy from BCW all the time. I get a pallet at a time.
Yeah. I found a better box maker, but he doesn't do everything BCW does. So it's tough. Woodhaven Trading Company out of Connecticut make much better boxes.
I love BCW. Their stuff works great for me. So back to what he was saying about
their quality of boxes has gone way down. But
I have so many. I haven't bought a new long or short box in 8 months. I've cleared out so much back stock. I'm actually actively looking to destroy long boxes if they're like are folded a little bit, an accordion or
so I don't buy long boxes anymore.
Or
V.
All
I
short
have
boxes.
To have some long boxes.
Yeah.
But I mean, back to what D said. Like, I think it's important. He said, "How would you feel if you paid for something as others, and it was a packaged badly, and you paid a price for it?" That's what we talked about. Once we realized that was a professional, let's use this term loosely here, right? A professional comic seller that was selling a high-level book at a premium price, I would have been livid if I got that book. Here's how I would feel to answer your question. I would feel taken advantage of. I would feel disrespected as a buyer from that person. I would feel, again, deeper, like I talked about, is that they're just kind of grifting in the community, trying to make as much money as possible with no thought whatsoever to customer service, customer satisfaction, or respect for the industry /hobby of how we're supposed to do things. as common practices, you ship things in proper boards and bags, right? So you're absolutely right to make that post, and good job on you. I'm going to clown on you a little bit for your punctuation. Your initial thing come off as kind of pretentious and stuff. I'd rather see a rage post, bro. Go live, find a teenager to film you, go live, give him $20, turn it into a reel, and post that thing. That would have been viral.
So DT, did you get a replacement? I mean, what did they tell you?
Yeah, that's
if you don't mind me.
No, that's the other question. Yeah, totally. If anything came about that, did they offer a replacement?
They say, hey, keep that. We'll send you another one.
Yeah, and that's what should happen, to be honest. Right? I mean,
and that book to Red Hood.
Yeah, a lot of retailers will do that. Hey, nope, keep it. DT says, thank you, Sean. That was my point. Sean, I have bought from you and McClay, and you have both packaged for professionally. That was my point. Thank you, brother. And again, let us know if you got it replaced. Sky Jaguar says they sent me boards that were 3 millimeters bigger than they should have been to fit in the bag. Wait, what was he talking about?
How they fit in the bag?
BCW.
Oh, he's talking about BCW. Maybe I don't know.
Well, you probably ordered the wrong ones.
Yeah, the retailer.
I will say this about BCW. This shit can be confusing.
Yeah.
There's current modern. There's silver modern. There's
There's gold. There's golden age. There's golden age thick. I like the golden age thick ones to package. So the way I package like a non-retailer. I over package. If you buy multiple books from me, they all go in a golden age bag, and then I put the backing board in there, and then close that up, and then put it in a Gemini. So I like to
just start
put mine in
putting
bags.
them in a bag and a board and shoving up the ass of a monkey. Giving them a GPS. Jesus Christ.
I didn't need that fucking visual, Emmett. Right? Thank you.
It's all about the visuals.
The visual of you chasing a monkey around with a board and bag, trying to stick it up his ass, and then send him loose in the streets.
Fishing Music Pub said they usually offer a replacement or a refund. Every retailer I buy from will make it right. If they don't, that is the last purchase I make with them. Amen. And that's the other thing. We vote with our money in this world. We vote with our money.
Yeah.
So, all right. Okay. What do you guys got anything come up this week? We'll start with Sean, Comics Elite. What's going on with Comics Elite? What do you got going on?
Oh, bro, I always feel like I'm so unprepared for this part. We're kind of so we're in a major transition phase right now at the store. Not to rant or vent, but we started, that's through Alpha Exclusives. They do shared exclusives, Exquisite Corpses. We got a Daria Jaime that was launched last week, but man, she really is just killing it. That's our exclusives. Is
that art or is that a photograph? Not that one.
That's
before it.
It's photograph.
Oh, okay.
Photograph. Yeah. That previous slide was an exclusive for Sora Sung, Tristan Thompson, and Marissa Pope. Sora Sung and Marissa Pope did a connecting Street Fighter variant. So crazy good for us. There's still some copies left, so you can pick that up. That one right there. The one on the right is Tristan Thompson. And then we're having a big sale 4th of July. So please get in there. Guys, we combine all of our stuff.
Is that a holiday?
Yeah, I guess. So 4th of July, you can use it's already going to be discounted, but if you have a 20% off code that you've used from our program, or you could use Beyond 10 and save 10%, it's combined. So you're really going to save 40% on the sale just by using Brian's code for the show. Anyway, and if you spend $100, you still get free shipping. So you can save. You could go crazy, save 40% plus get free shipping at $100. I mean, come on, man. Anyway. No, it's Tristan TriStar Thompson. Everyone thinks it's Tristan Thompson, the basketball player. He's an artist. Anyway, we do have other stuff dropping this week. We have a Terminal #1 that's going to drop this week from Shelby Robertson. I don't have it to show yet. And we have another a really good Sora Sung.
Really good Sora Sung.
Vampirates dropping this week also. So yeah, pretty cool. We have two. Clutch Head is, one of the bigs.
Yeah,
had his
Clutch.
drop last week. That Sora book.
Yeah.
Stupid good. That Supergirl.
Yeah, so that will be available in at New York Comic Con. Or not New York
Super
Comic Con,
good.
San Diego Comic Con, the Supergirl.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's-
This is the Ivan Tao Absolute Batman
Mhm.
22 you did, and these are still available too, you guys. So
They are.
Yeah.
I really love this cover, man. I think Ivan Tao nailed it. If you're reading Absolute Batman, again, this is going to sound a little cheesy, but I feel like he really captured who the character is in this one image. It's pretty good. Pretty
yeah,
good.
I love the
That's
neck
really good.
tattoos.
Yeah,
Red Riding Hood type.
Yeah.
yeah. It's pretty. The background, the Absolute Batman logo on the grenade. That was really cool. They let him do that. But yeah, pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, you can now get subscriptions to the website. So if you want to order your weekly books, go for it. A lot of cool stuff. More announcements coming up. So many announcements. Garrett Gunn has 2 Turtles exclusives. We're about to drop pretty soon. One is a blank. It's going to be the coolest turtle blank you've ever seen. Not exaggerating. Very cool.
That's cool.
Anyway,
That's cool.
Color,
cool stuff.
It's a blank.
It's a blank, but it has a border on it. I'll describe it. It's each turtle holding their weapon on a different side. So,
Oh, that's cool.
you know, the hand, it's a hand and the weapon. So sword,
Oh,
sai,
that makes the border very cool.
nunchuck. Yeah, nunchuck.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really cool. It makes
I
the
got it.
border really, really cool.
Very cool.
Haven't revealed it yet, but oh man, it's gonna be good. It's good. And Garrett will be in store doing signings when we drop them both. Remarks, super fun, man, super cool. But just so much cool stuff. Working on another cover with Motley. Her stuff is just, she's ridiculous as a cosplayer. She's serious. What I love about Motley, I know I'm ranting a little bit. She gives a shit about comics. She's actually a comic book fan, and she's passionate about the cosplay shit. She's not just a hot girl that puts on a Catwoman suit and says, "Oh, I'm a cosplayer." Like, she gives a shit and tries. It's really cool and refreshing to see. Anyway,
Bro,
that's all the
is
shit coming
like-
out for us this week.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude. I can't show everything because it'll get me in trouble, but
Yeah.
that's Motley Monroe.
Bring
for
back the other.
everybody.
No. Bring back the other blonde.
Can you scroll down where she's at Trolls Comics a little bit, or is that too risky?
Whoa, whoa. All right.
Yeah, careful. The middle
This
one.
is good. Right here.
There you go. There you go. So she does a lot of stuff with Todd there in
Yeah.
Vegas.
I have seen that.
Won't let me
the ads
unmute
on.
this?
It's weird. That is weird. Why
Yeah,
won't you
it
carry
won't
it?
let me unmute it. Yeah, that's weird. So
Yeah, but she actually reads the books and shit. Oh, anyway, pretty wild.
that is weird. Let me see
Nope.
if I can open and link in a new tab. Yeah, it won't let me unmute it. That's
Wow.
weird. Yeah. That's shitty. That is shitty. But yeah, so there's Motley Monroe. And that's cool, man. Hell yeah.
Who's the other model?
Oh, the other
She's-
one is Daria Jaime. She's a Ukrainian girl.
Ah,
She gets used a lot in a lot of Kickstarters will use her. I just hired her to do a first of a kind cover she's never done. So she did her first naughty cover, top off cover for Comics Elite. We got her first one of that. She's doing the first one of a different kind of cover. Can't really talk about it on YouTube, but let's just say she have a little bonus shiny thing on the backside.
Wow. Jeez.
Gonna leave it
Getting
at that.
crazy, bro. Getting
If you
crazy
follow-
out there.
the light up ones. You
Or
need the
July.
light up ones.
Maybe. Hey, if you follow us, you know that side of our business, so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
It pays the bills, man. Everything on
does.
my Shopify store is, well, not everything. It's also a lot of the variants that I've collected through the years of just buying out other stores and stuff. So, but most of it is the booby books, a little bit of my nephew's stuff.
What do you got going on this week? Anything interesting going on this week for Haven for Heroes, Emmett?
I have to do another eBay live, but I have to average. I don't know what day I'm going to do it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might do 45 records. I might do clothing. I have no idea. But and then I might do comics too. So who knows? But
Did you
Yes.
have more than just that first pilot one yet? Have you gone more than just that one yet?
No, I've only had the one that was a horrible failure. So I like to correct everything before I go back on. So that's one, I need to advertise it better. Two, I need to curate better books. And then, yeah, I got about three. I got 2 long boxes and 2 short boxes of all bronze. And so I'll throw that up and see if I can't get some people interested. I don't think there's any big keys in there, but I'm just going to throw them up and see where it goes. That's
Nice.
probably what I'm going to do. But then I also have 3,045 records. So I heard that vinyl's doing pretty well on eBay Live, so might try that.
Hell yeah. Try whatever you can, man.
And then I have over 1,000 pieces of clothing. Vintage clothing that I picked up. Yeah. I'm picking up another 30 bags. Look, for me, it's all about inventory, man. I don't care what I'm selling.
If you model the clothes, they'll sell better. I mean,
hey, there you go.
You can't sell used socks on eBay anymore. So
what?
I'm very disappointed.
Freaking
that was your biggest seller.
That's a big seller, you know.
Used socks.
Not bad.
So yeah, nothing more than that. We don't. Do we have an? Oh, there's a. What is it? The 11th is Pokemon release. The new Pokemon is being released. So,
how has been your allocation on the Pokemon stuff as of late? I mean, are you getting more?
More, yeah, way better, but still not. It's just never enough. Every time I was like, oh, I got another case. That's great. Oh, it's still gone the same day. All right, that's great. It's insane.
That's wild.
Dude, Pokemon blows me away. Some dude will do a post on Instagram and he'd be like, man, look at this Pokemon card. I'm selling it. I'm thinking, oh, it's like a couple $100, $7,000,
yeah.
And it's like a new Pokemon card or like a couple years old, it's not even a base set. The base set one's 30,000, I'm like, holy shit.
I went to a tiny card show in a local town by me. Tiny. They got over 500 people. I was almost sold out by noon and it opened at 10. Wow. I was like, I did not bring enough shit.
Wow.
Because it went till 5.
You should have went to Anaheim. You would have lasted longer.
That's what she said.
Not to me. She said it to you.
So Igor just said
this is not for pleasing anybody but me.
They just announced the 30th anniversary collection that's coming out today. So
not coming out today, but they announced the 30th and it's going to come out when it's going to come out.
Is it? So that's based on the base set, I guess. So they're doing another. What do they call that?
The 25th was huge.
Yeah.
So the 30th will be just as good.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
It'll be going fast.
Yeah.
All
right. Steven, most wanted comics. What do you? It sounds like you got something big coming up here on the 4th of July.
My friend Gore on there, he said it pretty good. So we have our big event, 4th of July event coming up this Saturday. We're doing free food, free drink for customers.
Oh shit!
There's some pretty good giveaways at 1 o'clock. But it's in general celebrating everything, 250 years of our country. But I like when all the customers are together and we just hang out. And like I mentioned last week, a couple of my friends will be tailgating on the side, and it's just fun, and always giving back and seeing someone win a big book. I'm giving away Spider-Man 252, which I have in the glass case right here. I got some other big Spider-Man books. I got a pretty big, huge Spider-Man collection from number 8 to like 300. They came in last week. So I'm picking out a few to give away. And also I got a pretty sweet collection this weekend. And what a coincidence, y'all are going to have this gentleman on tomorrow.
Oh, wow, bro. One of the toughest J. Scott Campbells. You sold that to Hood? Did you sell it to Hood or show it to Hood?
I showed it to him, and I told him I was going to show y'all tonight. So He
Wow.
said, "I hope nobody buys it." But
Wow,
he's
dude.
a big
That's
Campbell guy.
amazing.
But I
good
got stuff
pickup.
like that, and man, and this Saturday was insane. I bought a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have bought, but it's inventory. I went a little crazy, but it's all good stuff.
Amen. Amen.
Bro, Emmett's buying you socks, bro. You're good.
Yeah.
I know. What can I buy? I got to top you in a minute. I got to buy some stuff.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
don't know.
this.
I'm
dude.
buying everything. I got signs in my store that say I'm buying everything.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, it's double sign slot.
Yeah,
And
Slot and Campbell, 9.6. Man, it has
That's
been
one of the
insane.
toughest Campbell books to find. That's a top
Yeah,
5
it's the 150.
Campbell book. Shout out to Night of Comics with the $10 super chat. He says, "Good evening, guys. Hope you're having a great day."
Yeah, Campbell
Night, what's
tomorrow. What a
up?
coincidence, right? And Joe messages me. He's like, "We're gonna have Campbell." He's all crying that you got his favorite artist on, and but it's fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun this Saturday. Gore obviously is a good friend of mine. He's on. He lives close by. He'll be here, and a lot of other people are gonna make it, and it's gonna be a special announcement as well at the 1:00 giveaway. So I can't say it right now. I've been waiting to announce this for months now.
Do it.
Finally gonna do it this Saturday.
Is it an
and do it.
appearance? Is it an appearance?
I can't say it.
Oh,
If I give hints, all y'all would guess it right away. You know.
I have a feeling I know what it is, and I'll tell you after the show. But we'll say that.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So that's pretty
There's
sweet.
135 people watching right now. Tell us.
Yeah,
No, it's exciting, man. It's exciting for me and the wife, and we've been trying to finalize, and we finally did.
Okay.
So this Saturday, if you're here, it's gonna be awesome, man.
Hell yeah. All right, pickups. Obviously, we gotta continue. We'll go backwards for pickups. It sounds like you had a crazy pickup week with that Spider-Man set, that J. Scott Campbell. Anything else crazy come in that you picked up?
I got like First Prince Moon Knight, another First Prince Black Panther, First Prince of Blade. I can't. First Prince of Battle Beast. I got 9.8 of that.
Wow.
Some early McFarlane's graded, and we did a bag and board party. Remember on Saturday?
Yeah.
Customers found so many great books from Silver Age, Bronze. I mean, it was insane. So,
do you ever? You should take
stops.
pictures. You should take pictures of all the good books that you find. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and put
you
them
just
up
go on our Instagram. Yeah, you follow us, and you'll see me. I post daily, all day. It's nonstop of stuff that I get or I bought previously. I just forget to post it.
Do you post? Do you? No, I'm talking about specifically for the Saturday
I know how that
event.
is.
You know. Oh, here we go. Look
Oh
at
yes,
this.
so I will be live. Yeah. This.
Look at
Oh,
this.
see, that's the bag and board party.
That's what
So
I
this
mean.
is
The bag and
all-
board. The bag and board party. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
every
yeah,
time
yeah,
you
yeah,
do
I
one.
posted that.
Yeah. Look at this.
I've gone on there.
bro.
It's just, it is nonstop stuff and this is stuff I bought. I bought a collection
Neil
of
Adams.
50,000 comics, and then I bought 20,000, and I got one for
that's
30,000
great. Batman.
comics.
Look at that book.
That's killer. Yeah.
So this is a lot of stuff that I have not seen at all. Like,
So
I
this
don't know
was
what's
from
in
this
it.
Saturday, this last Saturday, which is awesome. Wow.
Neil Adams stuff. I mean, just like it's all mixed. I don't know what's in there, so it's
That's
a cool
cool.
thing that we started, and it's been catching on. And I need to get a patent because I feel someone else is going to use it. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking A. What are you talking about? I'm using it. It's done.
It's smart.
I got
It's
a
very
basement
smart.
full of books. Needs to be gone through.
No, it's all fun, man. I'm glad everybody comes and hangs out, and we even had customers bring donuts. I provided the coffee. They brought some donuts, and it was pretty cool.
That's a great community, man. Congrats on fostering that, building that up, bro. It's so cool to see that.
Years of War, all that sold, those sold.
Oh,
all
I
that
just had a guy
sold.
looking for. Oh, you already sold it? I was gonna say I had
It's
a guy
all
looking for gear.
Most of the stuff I post, it gets claimed, or I'm posting it in store. A customer standing in front of me, I'm taking it. Like, it sells pretty fast. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It has been a blessing, and yeah, it has to keep moving. Like, I always got to stay busy. I feel like if I'm not going through stuff, it's not a good day.
Yeah.
Red Hood knows. He comes over here and starts going through all my boxes, finding all the obscure books. He's different collector. He
Yes,
not
he
only
is.
if it's Campbell, yes, but he looks for the covers that nobody else buys.
Yep.
So
that's where the woe/blow covers of the week came from.
Yes. Yeah.
Emmett, what about you? You get any pickups recently?
I'm buying every day, dude, but I don't have anything exciting.
Yeah.
It's all been bread and butter shit. You know, I bought a G.I. Joe collection, but no #1 and no 21.
Oh,
and
comics.
Comics, yeah. That's the only comics I bought this week. I bought some manga, and I bought 2 bins full of black and white photos. So from probably the 50s all the way back to 1900.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what do you pay for something like that?
$10.
Not bad.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's why Emmett buys them.
Yeah.
Because I
what
put
type of photos, like of celebrities or
nope, family photos. So
people buy
how
those
you
all
sort
the
them out?
time. Yeah, for crafts.
So how you sort them out is you sort out all the back in the day, nobody had the money for when they got a new car. It was like the fucking family event. Joe got a new car, so there's pictures of cars, and if you get a bunch of car pictures together, you can sell those. All military pictures, guys in military outfits, those all sell, and you find sports photos. So out of all of, I went through like 450 black and white photos, and there was one 1919 championship basketball team, but it's like a regional, maybe semi-pro or local like team. And, you know, they're all standing there like sideways, and the ball's down on the ground with the dates written on it. Yeah. So, you know, that I'll get $40 or $50 for that one photo.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I can't wait to tune into eBay Live and watch Emmett wearing some clothes he bought. He's wearing a tube top, standing on a pile of hubcaps, selling old black and white pictures
and dirty socks. Yeah,
can't
dirty
wait.
Socks. Yeah, I'm probably the closest thing to a swap meet as you can get.
What about you, Sean?
Fascinated.
You get any pickups?
All my pickups. Well, here I do have this in front of me. Okay, so this is not a pickup, kind of is. So I joined this thing called a Conqueror Challenge. It's an app, and I just got targeted with it. This is a medal I got for walking 50 miles.
Wow.
You can fraud the whole system. They just want your money for the medal, right?
Yeah.
But like I could literally go in there and be like, I just walked 50 miles today and get the medal sent to me, right? As long as you pay for the medal, they don't give a shit. But I bought like this package, and it's an Avengers Infinity gauntlet like challenge.
That's dope.
Very cool.
And I did it legit because, you know, I wanted to actually get the benefit of doing it and have fun doing it. I log my steps every day anyway. But if I do the rest of the challenges, I get the rest of the little Infinity
gems
in there. Right now, it just comes with I'm doing the Hulk one right now. I only got like
that's such a great idea. Holy shit.
And it's not just, and it links to it can link to like your watch. I have my watch it links to, but it still doesn't track all the miles. I got to manually enter them every day, all my steps. But there's every fandom you can think of, and it's licensed, it's official. So they got Lord of the Rings, they got, I mean, any nerd shit you can think of, they probably have a challenge on there. You can do it. But anyway, I thought it was kind of cool. I was
Hell
like, look
yeah.
at that.
Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, I ran marathons and biathlons and triathlons and all the bonds and all the things. I have medals and bibs and shit all over the place. And it was like, I haven't had a cool medal in a while. And I was like, you know what? Let me try this out. I'm old as shit now. I can't run. My knees are blown all this shit. My hips are fucked up. But this is fun to do because it actually makes me want to go get some steps in.
Yeah.
You know, I want to stay ahead of my little goal thing.
Do they have strip club crawl medals? Because I think somebody owes me some.
Hey, speaking of copywriting an idea, Emmett, let's go. But it came in this little box. It was kind of cool. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that is really cool though. I dig it.
Fuck
But
yeah.
like you said, like I not only can I not run, I can't walk very far anymore.
Yeah.
My knees are so bad. I think I got 10 years on you. So
you'd be surprised, bro, all the steps you get just running around your store every day.
yeah.
Bro, if I do like a live sale, if I do a big long 4 or 5 hour stream, I'll hit 20K steps in a day. Like just running around that little room in this box. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy. Good idea. That's all I know. I think that's a fucking super cool idea. So, I would love to do come up with something like that and make some money off of it, right? All right. Tomorrow night, you guys come hang out with us. J. Scott Campbell is going to join us. He just announced over the last couple of days he's got a new blind bag that he's doing where he's doing new covers for. This is one of the new covers, this beautiful Black Cat, and he also did this gorgeous Mary Jane, and he's revealing the third cover on the show tomorrow night for these new blind bags. They're pretty cool. He did 3 new covers, and then you'll get there's 12 variants in total. Some will be signed, some will be super rare remarks and all kinds of stuff like that, which is super smart. Like if you're an artist and you're going to do blind bags, having remarks in there and signed books is such a big play. And if you can throw in original art like with those remarks, like that's a win. So
look at the first comment after Scott's.
Mama.
Oh yeah, the first one.
That's Red Hood. That's Red
2
Hood.
hours ago.
Yeah.
How perfect is that?
Yeah.
Like he just woke up, watched the show. What? Had to go comment.
So
perfect.
It was pretty cool to wake up today to see that J. Scott Campbell had made a post saying he was going to come on the podcast on the channel, and that again, like I said at the beginning of the show, it's a big bucket list moment for me and a lot of people.
Yeah, man, it's cool, man.
Yeah. So
that's a big get. That's a big get.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And even cooler, it was cool to have him reach out to us. Like, don't get me wrong. I would love it. I'm not above asking somebody, hey, do you mind, seeing if this guy will come on the show? But it was cool because Scott had reached out to us and said that, hey, I love the show, and I would love to come on and sit down with you guys and shoot the shit about comics, and maybe even I'll bring something special. And he's like, do you have any time in the next week or so? I was like, yep, I'll make time. If you don't want to come on one of our regularly scheduled nights, I'll make time. So Hood has got some really good questions lined up, as well as all of us will be asking some cool questions.
Don't embarrass me, Hood.
Yeah, right. But yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun, and I can't wait for it. I'm really excited for Hood. It felt like a kid on Christmas morning when I knew I was getting ready to tell Hood that he was coming on the show. You know what I mean? So that was.
Man, I wish
fun.
those bags were available on Penguin. Man, I would have ordered a bunch of them.
Well, we'll find out. I mean, we'll ask him if he plans on maybe to do anything with these for a retailer program or something like that. I doubt it, but
yeah.
Maybe it will be worth talking him into, and maybe say, hey, in the future, if you do this again, maybe do something on a bigger level.
Those are going to sell out.
Oh, I meant to ask Sean about talk about blind bags. How'd those Neffy bags sell for you?
Oh yeah, great. Sold out of all 100 of them.
Nice.
All 100 started them all at price $25. The first show they were selling for an average of $32 each. They were great. I got a bag here. The scanning worked perfect. It was a hit. I got a care package in from the guys. I got to open up. It was great. I can't wait to do exclusives. I got to get my artist cracking on that shit. Like it was awesome.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because one of the things I wanted to talk about was the fact that one of my friends hit me up, and he's like, one of the things that I was kind of worried about with these things, because they had the NFC chips in them, is that any retailer could like go up to the bag and hold their phone over it and figure out what books were in there. And then when I got it home, he bought some, I guess maybe from you, Sean. When he got it home, he tried that and he said, "Nope, it's got yep." So you cannot do that.
Every bag has this
It's pretty
in
good.
it. So if it's in the bag, you can't scan the chip. Again, I have one in front of me, but the chip's on the back. This is blocking it. So
That's
now you know why
awesome.
people wear this on their head so the aliens can't get to them.
So
Why do you think I wear a hat?
such
We don't know, but it's got
Silver
whatever the
peeking
shit
out right
is on it. Yeah, you got your silver
tinfoil
saran wrap on it.
Yeah. I just every day or week that goes by, I get more and more positive feedback about this project from people that have bought it and that have read it, and that's interesting to me. You know what I mean? It's very interesting to me, and I think it's cool to see them coming up with new ideas, coming from the background they come from, and being honest and open about, hey, we know that there's a lot of douchey people that come from the whole, tech bro, NFT world. And there's some fucking douchey things that happened in that world. And we want no part of that. But we do want to utilize the technology to come up with cool ideas. And these NFC chips on the back to be able to follow your collection and all that stuff is super, super smart idea. And being able to, have that on the web page forever is very, very cool. So, all right, you guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern, right back here on this channel. We're out. Peace.